Okay, recording going.
Yep.
Right. Who's going to do the recap?
I think I remember most of the session. Could do it if no one else volunteers. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep, it's the hat then. You're up.
I'll avoid really bad puns there. Okay, so
Balloons. And penises.
Asia. So last week we had a delightful rush to save a little girl. We were. It was determined by Carrick that the note that was pulled off of, well, from the sheets that Corvus had obtained, they realized that there would be an attempt on the little girl from the house.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, so there was an attempt on the lady of House Capet. So we rushed to try and warn her father, but unfortunately we were too late. And she had already left to go to school. So we warned him to stay just in case and took his brother along, rushed out, and were unfortunately too late to prevent an explosion, which took out her carriage, but were able to save her and assist a couple guards and took out the attempted assassins. All but two were killed in the combat, one of which was killed after, and the other was taken with us to interrogate later because he appeared to be the most important of them. We left all of their stuff behind otherwise. We rushed back to the city and unfortunately were ambushed on our path back to House Capet. Argy punched a dude after climbing up the side of a building. More fighting occurred as we made our way through the streets, and eventually we returned to House Capet. The brother refused to be seen until the little girl was seen, and that was essentially where we stopped.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well done.
That was
Take a inspiration for the group's pool.
Great.
Hooray.
I'll put it in the party resources.
Okay. Any luck from the bubble?
No answer.
Sorry.
Yeah, so hopefully he's okay.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So now we've had our recap. We're going to do the usual introduction. We have offline as Carrick Mask. Blackie will be joining us hopefully tonight sometime.
Mhm.
And we have Kronos as
Argithol.
Hadden as
Tholdir Forge Hammer.
Marcus as
Corvus Adalas.
Sammy as
Gifted Rockgun?
and Tobias as.
Caspia Pierce Steel Shard.
That's correct.
Hey.
Right. Welcome to another wonderful session of the Burning of Tarnstead, or whatever we're calling this campaign.
Oh, that was Survivors of Tarnstead. We
Ah,
like to
yeah,
keep it
that's
on
the-
a wanted to keep it on a peppy note.
Yeah, the positive side of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, question: how much of the homework was done?
I think. Well, I believe that we had agreed upon a name. We
Which is?
had been sending around a mock-up amongst our little group of things we'd like to see on it. The group name is the Tarnstead Trading Company.
Okay, very nice. I like it.
And there is a crappy clip art version, and I think Marcus was working on the fancier version.
But that is
Yes.
entirely sufficient. So,
Okay.
congratulations to you all.
Okay.
Right. So where we left off, you guys had just managed to get your asses back to the Capet compound. Yes?
Yep.
And had
we
done
were,
a
yeah.
brave ride in, tried to give medical attention to Lucian, who had shrugged it off, more concerned about his niece. And I believe you guys were just heading in? No, you headed in.
Yeah, we headed in.
Yes.
We literally, I think we're like right in the thing, and Capet was taking his daughter or something,
Yeah.
or they were handing his daughter off to somebody.
So, right, you all head on in, following Lucian, carrying Melina. And yes, you do see a frantic Callan Capet, who quickly grabs his daughter out of her uncle's arms and holds her very close. And you can see that his entire body sort of loosens with that sort of relief. And you can hear him clear enough. And he's just speaking to her softly. He's like, you're okay, you're home, I'm never letting you out of my sight again. You're just, oh God, I don't know what I would have done. You're safe now. And just entirely focused on her, does not even seem to realize you're here.
Gibson's not gonna pipe up anything during that. She's gonna kind of take a moment to relax in the saddle, and then kind of appraise her situation.
Yeah, Carrick will be on in a moment. Awesome.
Okay.
Right. Lucy, meanwhile, is sort of like now sort of leaning against one of the banisters for the staircase leading up, and now seems to actually be feeling the pain in his arm.
And Corvus is going to come right up to him for that.
And,
all right, you need to sit down.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Sit down.
Check her first. Callan, let the doctor look at Melina. And Callan actually does look up now at you all, and then looks down at his daughter, and nods and this way, please. And he just motions for you to follow in Corvus. And he's basically heading into one of the family's little parlor.
What, Corvus?
Just
I won't do anything.
Just tend to superficially his brother, okay?
Superficially.
And he goes off.
I have no idea what that means.
Hi, Becky.
Sorry.
I tried to call you.
Yes, my phone was down here. I was upstairs.
Okay.
I fell asleep.
Oh,
no.
okay.
Okay.
Well,
We'll give him a little recap. Not that much has happened.
yeah, basically, Corvus is going to have to go check the daughter to make sure she's not injured, and the other guy's here. I'm going to look over at Thaldir and go, you think you can... Was it a bullet, or was it a bolt, or what hit him?
It's actually an arrow bolt in his arm.
I look over
crossbow bolt, I should say.
I look over at Thaldir, and I'm like, I can't probably pull that out myself. I can heal it if you pull it.
All right.
Corvus leans out. Use a feather.
What did he say?
He said something about a feather.
All right. This is gonna hurt a bit. Do you have something you can bite down on?
Lucian actually sits down at the bottom step, and he basically pulls his napkin out. Yes.
Yeah. Are you wearing? Is he wearing a belt?
He is indeed.
Take off your belt.
I beg your pardon.
You don't want to scream.
You're sitting
you don't want your
down.
daughter. You don't want your niece to hear you scream.
Quite. Right. And he will actually unblock his belt and pull it off, and fold it over and bite down into it.
Gifton's gonna dismount and then make a sour face and readjust how her cloak is laying around her briefly.
All right. So obviously, the correct way to get rid of this bolt is to cut off his arm above where the bolt is.
Take the
right?
axe.
Alright.
Allie,
I'm Addy.
I'm there with them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
you're in
have
there.
they? I would
I
like
definitely
to
didn't
make
ask that
a
question.
medicine roll based on history to see if I understood the use of feather reference.
Go for it.
Come on, Toby. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah. You perfectly get what he's talking about.
Okay. Caspiopea is going to nip a. Do we have a? She's going to nip a bolt off the end of the bolt, or a feather off the end of the bolt before they start in on this. And she's actually going to do what she knows with it to remove this bolt before they start pulling and heaving and tearing and destroying.
Okay.
So you're
She's just kind of, she's just like, move, 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 move.
Alright, well tell me when it's clear then, Cassiopeia. Thaldir, hold him back so he can't scream.
All right. Guess. I'd like you to get, because this is a bit more delicate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, sleight of hand. Okay.
Can I try
Not
to
bad.
hold him to
Yes.
stabilize him?
You go ahead. Give me just a straight out strength check.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Right. That does make it a success. Okay.
Alright,
Yep. Between the two of them, they are able to get this bolt out in a far less damaging manner.
Alright. How much damage did he take? Because I'd know, right?
He took. God, I'd have to go back and see.
It wasn't a
I think
lot.
It was like 7 or 8 points.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I gotta do it. That's what Gifton's gonna do. This is a waste of resources.
Very
So
nice.
as soon as the bolt is free, Gifton reaches out reflexively with both hands and just kind of shoves in, and she lets out a little bit of a squeak when she does it. This golden energy shoots out into the guy.
So during the entire bolt pull, you can see him biting down on the belt because even though this is a bit more delicate, this is still fucking painful. And then there's a look of relief on his face as that energy washes over his wound and it knits itself back together.
And Gifton's gonna look like she's a little dizzy for a second and pull her cloak tight over her left side and go, "Is it okay now, sir?"
Yes, much better, thank you.
And Cassiopeia is going to snag the bolt from Thaldir, delicately, not just like grab it, look at it, and then turn around and hand it to Lucian and just
Great
go.
job not crying out, sir. It was very brave of you.
Yes.
And
The belt
she's going to hand it to him and go. Reminder of you saving your niece.
He gives you a sort of a grim smile, but you can see there's a little
Little bit of pride.
Yeah.
Our wounds.
And also, everybody, please give me a perception check, except you, Gifton.
Yep.
But you can give me a stealth check if you try and hide something.
Okay. Actually, nah, I won't do a stealth check. I'll let you set that.
Okay. Right, I'm going to put this at about 15. Not you, Corvus, you're in the other room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, anyone that's gotten 15 or over. Gifton is definitely trying to hide her arm, and that brief glimpse you get of it as she's healing this dude, it does not look very good at all.
Gifton, can I talk with you over there?
Okay.
You're finished healing him.
I think so. Are you okay, sir?
Yes, I'm quite fine, thank you.
Maybe have the doctor look at you when he comes back out. He's way better.
I'm
at knowing
going
what
to go
do.
see them myself now.
Cassiopeia, that was so smart. I wouldn't have known how to do that.
Cassiopeia just has this the weird, wiry smile.
I wish I knew more about medicine.
Lucian's going to get up, and you see him sort of gesturing over at one of the maids that's sort of milling about. There's a lot of house staff just sort of like standing around, watching anxiously.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Matilda, dear, would you get them some drinks and food, please? Thank you. And she bobs to courtesy and heads off into the kitchens as he heads off into the side room where Corvus is.
I will head off to the side with Thaldir. Where are we going?
just slightly away from the
Are we going like to
people.
the next room, or what are we doing?
To a
I
corner.
don't know. Are there? Yeah, basically. I'm not looking to go terribly far, just away from the crowd of people at that point.
Hmm.
So, I guess, yeah, just a few feet away.
Okay.
Your arm.
She makes a sour face.
How bad is it?
She shakes her head. I don't know. Bad. Very bad.
Can the doctor look at it?
I know this about brownie wounds, right? These ones.
Hmm.
She's gonna say in a kind of tilted tone, like she's trying to hold back a lot of emotion right now. Iron wounds don't heal.
Then we'll have to patch it and treat it like our wounds. Alright.
She just pulls the cloak tight and she goes, I'd rather not everybody see it.
Unfortunately, we're likely in for a big fight soon.
She
We're
nods.
going to need you in the best shape possible. You're very important.
And I'll be back.
Okay. She kind of gets this kind of sparkly look in her eyes because Thaldir just called her important.
No, such high praise.
Such the highest praise. And she goes, oh, I can still do stuff. I can still help.
Yes, but it's better if you're in the best health you can be. So ask the
Usually-
doctor when he's not seeing to the girl.
The other brownies, when they got hurt like this, they had these wounds for hundreds of years.
You'll have a scar. I hear boys like them.
They do?
Just nod. I would pat her on the head, but the size difference is a little
it's a light
problematic.
pat. It's a very light pat. Thud, thud, thud.
Gifton,
Yeah.
past Faldir, you can see Dingus, like sort of where you left him as you guys stepped aside. He's sort of moving his head around as he's trying to focus on you, like worriedly.
I'm gonna go. I should get back to Dingus. We should all take a breather.
Yes.
And soon enough, refreshments are brought out. There's offerings of nice teas and other such things, some ales for those that want them, plenty of cold cut meats, and so on and so forth. In the other room, Corvus.
Yes.
Kabay carries Melina over to one of the large sofas and sort of sits down with her. He's like, darling, the doctor's just going to check you, okay? And she sort of clings to him a little tighter, but there's a slight head nod.
Corvus is going to hobble himself over, pulling his cloak around his self and kneeling down. Says, Malene, yes?
Melina?
Melina, good. Does anything particularly hurt in any place?
She slowly shakes her head.
How are her eye movements?
They seem a little frantic, but not dazed or anything.
Thinking more on the lines of like shock.
Give me a medicine check.
Okay. Medicine. Bloop.
So basically, you're able to give her an overall examination. You question her about certain things, and you examine her, and she seems a little shaken up. Well, quite shaken up, in fact. She's got a few bruises, but nothing terribly wounding. It seems like she was just tousled about a bit when the explosive hit the cart.
Mhm.
But she doesn't seem like she's particularly unresponsive. She doesn't seem like she's. It's honestly a bit too soon to distinctly tell, but she seems mentally sound for what she's been through.
She just appears to be a little frazzled, is all, Lord Capet. Um, uh, does she like anything particularly to drink? Something that she favors?
Yes. Um. Would you like something to eat, to drink? And she just sort of shakes her head, and you can see she's just trying to move over to him again.
Just keep her comfortable. Keep things quiet in here if you can. We'll not make too much noise outside either. Um, talk to her. Um, being more physically trained, just keep her at ease for now.
Yes. He grits his teeth a bit, and you can see there's a little frustration on his face. He wants to stay with his daughter, take care of her, but he's also got things he needs to get sorted. Gifton, is Gifton there? Is she okay?
She's in the other room. Do you want me to bring her in?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Would you like to see Gifton again, Melina? He says, hopefully, and there's an ever so slight nod in reply.
I think that would suffice as well. Gifton has a more calming personality. I'll be right back with Gifton, Melina, okay?
Okay.
All right. You stay with your father. I'll be right back, Lord Capet.
And he nods at you.
Hobble, 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 hobble.
Yep, you hear the hobbling walk of and the walking stick hitting floor as Corvus rejoins you all.
Gifton,
Yeah.
come over here.
Yeah. She's gonna get back up on Dingus,
Dingus.
with a slight grunt and right over.
Dingus actually tries to help you up with his head, leans his head back,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes on over to Corvus.
Melina is fine. She's just shaken up a bit.
Okay.
Lord Capet is with her.
Yeah.
And can you just go in there? She kind of wanted to see you again. If you could do anything to calm her nerves. Do you have any particular songs that you're kind sing in sort of stressful situations?
Give him that look of like, this is curious racism, but but she understands what he's getting at. Could you do you have any of your bandaging material I could have?
Yes. Are you okay?
Valdir told me to show you, because he says you could fix it. And she's gonna pull back the cloak and show you her blackened arm with black veins going up to her shoulder and the big gouge mark where the crossbow bolt nearly took off her forearm.
That's
Yes,
but I understand that's
give me
like
another
heavy.
medicine check.
Yeah. I don't want to make assumptions because I kind of know what's. Ooh.
Yeah. So, like, you've no idea what this is or what's causing this. The closest this looks like to you is some ridiculously heavy poisoning, but even that doesn't really.
Yeah, and she does actually look a little pale and kind of clammy.
I need.
It's iron,
are you,
and it hurts.
It's iron. Okay.
Can you help me cover it up?
Yes, I can at least do that.
Thank you.
And he will explain that he's going to have to ponder on this a little more. Iron is essential, but to Faye, it's not essential, so he has to have to figure that out.
Iron is normally fine with most people, but you
Listen,
have
if you get stabbed, that's just a healthy dose of iron into your body.
yes. The iron usually doesn't cause the infection; it carries it.
But you are able to basically get a little strip from one of your bandages.
And then just so
Yes.
she can
And,
wrap it up and hide it a bit better.
Yeah, cover your
she-
armor.
He will motion before she leaves. If anything worsens with that, you see me immediately.
She nods. Don't worry, the others. And then she's gonna ride Dingus into the room if he opens the door.
Yeah. And he will.
Yeah.
And as soon as she gets in there, it's the sing-song voice of "Hi, Melina."
Okay, when you enter,
Yeah.
Melina is still clinging to her father,
Uh,
but she does actually look up at you, which most other people haven't gotten.
mhm.
Hi, Gifton.
Hey, I told you we'd get you back, didn't I? I promised.
She nods a bit, and her father, and you can see this pains him clearly, but he goes, okay, just gotta stay with Gifton for a moment, okay?
Oh,
Darling?
can we go upstairs and play some games, maybe?
Yeah, do you feel up to that, Melina? And
You could show me your toys.
she clings a little tighter before she's a well-educated little girl.
Yeah.
And she sort of nods, and you can see it's her face sort of contorting and upset even as she does.
Mm-hmm. I go. Why don't we go upstairs and we can check out your toys and I'll stay with you, okay? I won't leave you.
Maybe.
And Dingus is here too.
Okay. And she's going to actually get separate from her father,
Yep.
and she'll walk along with you.
And I will raise a bandaged arm up to Capea as I head up.
He gives you that agonized, thankful look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone else, you see Melina and Dingus with Gistel on him, sort of coming out of the room and heading upstairs.
I'm back.
Hi, see,
Okay, see
got some refreshments.
Alright, you got
and-
refreshments, and I'm heading upstairs
and
with the
then-
child.
I'll see to her as well. Keep an eye on them, Lucian says, and he will follow you up.
Mhm.
And Callan is going to come out to the rest of the group.
How does everyone else look?
Artie's hurt. I know that.
I'm absolutely fine.
So am I.
Is Cass hurt?
RG's.
No, Corvus got me earlier.
Yeah.
But are you
Artie.
missing RG?
RG?
Most of my health bar.
Okay. I'm gonna do look around, grimace, reach
So,
in.
I was gonna say, out of character, if we're doing a short rest anyways, it'd be better to save the thing.
I can.
You can give her a medicine patch up if you want, without trying to expand.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
just
I
saying
can
this is gonna help.
do something on the lines of if you take a short rest, you can add a 1d6 to whatever you roll to one die.
Yeah.
I guess so add how much, sorry?
1d6 to whatever
1d6.
you roll. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you're going to start patching Argy up,
Yeah.
or at least getting her in a better,
What-
more comfortable
What he's
position.
going to do first is that he's going to reach around, pull a vial out, quickly drink it, tuck it away, and he's going to cringe his teeth and swallow and do that of a healing potion.
Okay, perception checks, anybody, if you want to see if he's down to the healing potion or not.
As soon as my character sheet loads up.
Okay, so Argy, swallow it, character swallow it, Cassiopeia. Oh, that wooden ballast is well made.
No, the food's more interesting.
Yes.
Anyway, you all see that, and he just winches in pain of its disgustingness, and then just try to shamefully hides the bottle.
I'm gonna give him the look.
What?
You should be saving those.
Come on, let's finish working with you first.
Right. Callan is standing there, clearly looking at you all over. Thank you for going after Melina.
You're welcome, sir.
What kind of what was it like?
Not nearly as bad as it will be.
Yes, this is not over.
No, it's not.
We had individuals assail us in the town as well when we entered. On the way here.
I think I have all of the justification I need to burn their entire grounds down.
Who had the one we captured?
Who was carrying him?
I think it was Cass.
Cassiopeia was carrying him. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cass turned around, drags this guy off her back, and
drops
just
him
drops him on the ground unceremoniously.
I was
There you go,
confused.
presents.
Is that the guy we got up the road a bit?
Yes,
That was the guy I was carrying.
No,
This
Cass
is
guy
right.
is the one you guys got in the
from-
actual ambush.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
Melina's carriage.
We kept the
Yeah.
one
Okay.
veteran guy alive. Remember, we picked out whoever was the highest rank. We kept him.
Yeah, the highest of the bunch that was around.
Who's this? One of the.
Then there was the second guy.
Yeah, you had the other guy,
Yeah,
so
you
we have
have
two.
the
We have
one
two
that-
people.
Was in the
Mhm.
and
Yeah, because I knew there was one I knocked out, and then I just heaved him over my shoulder.
Yeah.
pointing at RG's shoulder, and that's one of the ones that attacked us in the city.
That one is one of the highest ranking members of, I guess, the mercenary band that Landor hired.
He was the highest ranked of the ones that attacked.
Are any of
in the
you
ambush.
first in interrogation, or do I leave this to Captain Foron?
Captain who?
And he's going to gesture at the captain who basically you rode back with.
No, I was actually asking, so
Yeah.
I'm writing you down his name.
Let me.
Hello, I would like to write his name down into the thing.
Note: in case of Inquisition needed,
Boron.
all. I thought you said boron
Yeah, I thought you said Boron too.
for Sam, not Alec.
Boron.
I'm like,
Yeah.
was that Captain?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
He's got a ship and everything.
Yeah.
Not
Is
I.
that
Sure.
the personal guard of?
That was the
Okay.
That was the guy that helped us rescue Melina.
Oh, the big guy. Okay.
The dwarf.
the one.
Oh, he's
The
not
one
a
that
dwarf.
was.
Oh, he was the guy?
The one that was at the
Oh, yeah, he was
ambush.
yeah, he's a
correct?
guy.
Was he the one that we met at the ambush?
Yes,
Or
he
with
was the
him?
one that was helping defend Melina's carriage when you guys arrived.
It may be best to leave it up to him, but we may want to make sure your defenses are at the best. They may not hesitate to attack.
My defenses are fine. My defenses are peak. If they come near this compound, they are going to be gunned down. I am more interested in getting back at them for this. This goes beyond slight. They threatened my daughter.
Yes.
If the captain wishes to interrogate, I will accompany him with that, if you don't mind.
Certainly, you're a doctor, right?
Yeah.
Out of character,
can-
guys. We've been getting antagonized for these people.
You can help me keep him alive then while I talk to him. The guard captain says, coming and collecting him from Cass.
What time is it roughly?
Around midday now.
Yeah, because we got there in the morning.
Shit.
She left in the hour ahead of
Damn
us.
should.
The service is coming soon.
The Shire Reeve should probably know what happened also.
I'm not sure that that's going to work out terribly well.
I don't want the Shire involved in this, Callan says. He will make some point of having to deal with this lawfully, and no. We have all right to do this.
Does that make sense with the laws?
I was gonna say,
The law, it gets a bit wonky when it comes to noble houses dealing with grievances with each other. There is very much a consideration of fair play and retaliation, and who is being cited, how you're reacting to it. The law is more a guideline in that manner when it comes to noble houses. But if you do step too far, then the country kind of has to step in. It's a lot of power play and influence.
gonna do this, and if I need to reveal something, never mind.
What was
Too
that
low.
for?
I was going to make an in check to see if this is to the point where the government, where they have to step in, or if basically I'm pretty sure our group's going to keep our ass. So I know this is that this is a bad thing, but I also don't want us to suddenly be going to the gallows because of this. If this
You
continues.
are definitely unsure.
That's what I figured.
Um,
I don't know what to do here.
there's what's within your rights, and there's what's right. Vengeance will not help you.
Vengeance will help me greatly, Sleep. And I think, obviously, there will be questions as to why we've done this. And he drags a piece of paper out of his pocket that you recognise as, the note. This, other things the other couple of bits you've collected, everything you've seen, and everything I'm sure they have there still, will show us as the rightful party.
How large a force do you have?
And that's where he deflates a little bit. Enough to keep this place safe and my daughter safe.
They have 30 men. We've dispatched 7. Not counting the ones that were in the town. That's still probably above 15.
Yeah, counting the ones in the town, we've done somewhere near 11 or so. I knocked out the guy on the roof. We got the guy over there. 2 jesters, the other dude knocked out.
So
If you
they
not
probably
slapped
still
down,
have
and
at
there's-
least 20 mercenaries alone
Yes.
we have knowledge of.
Not counting their own house guards.
Also, at this point, they've involved the citizenry. I think they've stepped beyond the noble charters.
Are you okay, Toby?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sound a little
really weirdly based.
Weirdly based.
Yeah.
Like, did you turn
It's
on
like-
a voice thing or something?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you are
Even
so
your tone of
big.
voice is genuine. It sounds.
Tops, after this, you got to listen to the recording of yourself, man.
Oh my god.
You know that fluid, that gas. That's it's the opposite of helium.
You sound like you've breathed in a bunch of that and they're talking. It's
Really?
the thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's still doing it.
It's still doing it.
Whatever's happening.
Okay. Right.
First, I just thought he was slowed down, but
I know
now-
it's like his voice is slowed down and like deepened. It's crazy. Hello?
Maybe puberty?
I think you sound a bit better
A
now.
little better.
Congratulations.
Still doing it a bit.
If
Right.
you need to talk about the hair that's growing in places it wasn't before,
Like,
definitely
I was.
talk to
You
Brewing.
actually sounded not okay. Like, are you having a stroke? That's why I asked.
Right. Let's get ourselves back on track.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know it's very fun.
But anyway, Cassiopeia just brought up a good point. I unfortunately completely lost it because of
Yeah, same here.
reverse
You
helium.
have to repeat yourself.
Um,
Sorry.
Well, the situation has kind of gone beyond the just the
Citizenry.
normal charters of the noble houses. It's involving the citizenry now, because they attacked us on the streets.
Mm.
Cannon's
Cannon's actually going to walk up to the other dude. As you're saying this.
They've attacked us at. They followed us. They've cajoled us. They've tried to start a riot. This has gotten to the point where their noble charter needs to be pulled, and the only way to start that is to really go to the Shire Reef, because they are probably going to make an attempt on Father Stone.
You may also need the backing of the other house.
And he's looking over the unconscious dude that RG took down. So I guess this is just a ruffian.
Also,
and he hits the floor. You're right. You're
Like, is he like a face down, or is
no,
it like his knees?
he's punching. He's punching the floor.
Oh, he's punching the floor because
yeah.
he hits the floor.
I was just saying, I thought the same thing, that you meant that the other person.
He's already
crouched down,
kneeled down, looking over this dude.
He just touches the floor.
Yeah.
Charlton Hestoning it.
Yes. Sorry.
Also, by involving the Shire Reef, it will permit us to more thoroughly dismantle their entire house and leave them nothing.
Yes, you're right. Right. Okay. And he gets up. He's trying to calm himself down. Right, so the Shire Reef has to be involved. I will hold off on any action. Would any of you be willing to act as runners?
The Temple of Moor is likely readying for the service soon. There was suggestion the Shire Reef would be there. I should also make sure to be there soon anyway.
The temple then. Yes, if you could go inform him to see me post haste.
I have a out of character question.
Yes.
Yep.
Did everybody get to do their rest rolls?
I was actually.
This is going to be a long enough period, just that holding carers, or even you, Sam, you're entertaining a child, but you're not being active. You know, but this is supposed to be a light thing. You're all able to take your short rest.
But I was gonna try to see if I could get some a moment to do my if I'd be able to find the stuff to do my cooking roll for the short rest up healing.
You need to ask somebody.
Okay, that's true. I can. Would Sir Capet actually be proper, or would it be Lord Capet? Because I would actually know that part. Okay. Yeah. Lord Capet, may I inquire something, sir?
What is it?
Would I be able to access your kitchens to assist my group in recovering a little bit?
He gives you an odd look. He's like, the servants can cook you something.
I'm pretty skilled and
he's a really good cook.
Help my group a little bit while I can.
Sure, certainly. And he sort of waves you off as he's still not entirely
sure, but
what this is about, but he doesn't care.
Okay.
No, the kitchens are yours. Go.
Thank you. I'm gonna brush off. And
by the way, is it a 1d6 on each dice roll, or just the first?
Just one.
The first. Yes. Okay.
I'm looking up to see what my target skill is. I need to rate.
So, what does?
Oh God!
RG.
I was going to ask, what is Carrick doing mechanically?
I am preparing a meal.
Okay,
mechanically,
what does that do?
It adds an extra hit point per hit dice spend.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
So
I wanted to make sure to ask that because it seemed like it related to this thing. So I didn't want people rolling unnecessarily or whatever. without understanding what goes
that
on.
beats my 10 target. So
So everyone
So-
take 1 extra hit point if you're spinning hit die.
It got up to a 6, Argy.
Cassie, if
and that's
you're-
per hit.
Question, Carrick, are you going to take something
Yes.
up to Gifton?
As if I am, I will. If I am allowed, I will
Um,
try to. And if they do not let me, though, I will not
If
push
you
that.
come out with food, Callum will actually take the food from you to take up to his daughter.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. I'll actually make sure I make enough for his daughter also,
Yeah.
if he is doing that. So
if you need to divide it by portioning, you can cut me out, I guess.
I'm already cutting myself out, so that works fine because I'm you and I are both full healed, so I believe so.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Carrick makes you something up and pretty good. It's makes you feel a bit revitalized. Gifton, so you were guided upstairs by with Lucian and Melina,
Mhm.
And basically Melina was very quiet. But what do you do?
I had to engage her, talk to some of her toys and stuff like that, and when that doesn't work, I start singing her songs.
She listens to you, and as you're singing, you do see that faint smile appear, like ever so slight.
And then I kind of
And-
nudge Dingus to play around a little bit.
Yeah, and Dingus tries to entertain her as best as he can.
Yeah.
And then eventually she is actually going to burst into tears.
Oh, I'm gonna go over and then kind of pat and then go.
And she starts sobbing about how terrifying it was, how she could hear people screaming.
I'm gonna nudge. I'm gonna tell Dingus get in there, give her, let her hug on him a little bit, and lick.
And Lucian's going to come down beside his niece as well, and sort of hold her tightly. And she is basically just going to sob her heart out and tell you about all of the horrible things that she thought was happening.
And I'll tell her we were right there. We got you. And Lucian was super brave. You should have seen how brave Lucian was. Trying to go. You've never seen a man ride so fast.
And Lucian's going to be like, you'll never be without us again, dear. And eventually, she is going to do a sort of. I lost dress.
Oh no! I'll make you 2 dresses.
You have been in this city forever.
Yeah. And
The Capade coffer shrank 3 sizes that day.
I'll make him. You won't even have to pay for him. I'll make you a new dress, okay? Because that's not fair. We'll make it even better this time.
And she sort of nods a little bit, wiping her eyes.
Yeah, we'll get matching dresses. I'll make one for me too, okay?
Really?
Yeah, really.
And that actually seems to make her smile a bit. Matching dresses were very.
Yeah.
But eventually, she is gonna be fucking tired.
Yeah,
It's
she's gonna
quite a
crash
day,
out.
and she's gonna crash out in her uncle's arms. And not just a few minutes after, Kalan opens the door up and slowly sort of peeks his head in.
I'll wave at him.
And he comes in carrying a little dish for you.
She just passed out.
How is she doing?
She's quite upset. I think that really scared her. What happened? She's gonna need a lot of daddy time.
She'll have it. She'll have every moment of my time.
And I don't think. Don't send her away, please, Mr. Capet. Don't send her away. Perception
check, please. Actually, insight. It'd be insight.
The insight? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good enough. It's not exactly hidden. You see that look of utter fucking soul-crushing guilt that crosses his face. That I sent my daughter away and almost got her killed. He sets his expression down again, and she will not be going away.
She'll not. I promised her I'm gonna make her a new dress because she lost her dress, and that's mine. I'll make it, and we're gonna have matching dresses, and she's really excited about that.
Good, thank you.
And,
Lucian, are you able to keep an eye on her, please? And Lucian just nods. Gifton, if you'd please, with me.
yeah, I'll remount Dingus, letting out that
Yeah.
kind of a little bit of a pained noise as I do.
Yeah, Dingus sort of moves along with you. Well, carrying you, I should say.
Yeah.
And he follows Lord Capet out, and he stops just outside Melina's room, closes the door. Your fellows have advised me against acting immediately against Landor.
No, you should defend your home. They're wasting everything right now.
I don't understand why, no.
I don't know either. It seems really dumb. I mean, they're spending so much money to try and... What are they trying to make you do?
I don't know. I mean, this seems...
It's like they want to fight.
Why would they want that? What good does that do them?
She just shakes her head. I don't know people stuff.
No, I envy you. Your fellow Forchammer, he is going to be going to the sermon at the Immortal Temple.
Oh yeah, Father Stone's. Oh no, you don't think they're gonna do anything there?
I would not have thought so, but frankly, I don't understand what they're doing now. So
I couldn't believe they sent people in the city.
it's ridiculously reckless. Still,
She's gonna bite her lip. Do you need any of us to stay here? Are we okay to go there?
I think you should all go there, but I have a favor to ask.
Yeah.
As much as I'd like to think this is enough proof and justification, and perhaps I could argue it, so things have been argued on this, I feel it would do good to have more if we are handling this through more legal means. Shire's involvement. I don't know if he will condone retaliation.
She nods.
So if you can find more, if you know more, and you can convince him.
You want me to go back in?
Yes.
I'll do it.
No, wait, You think you have enough to sway the Shire right now?
She has kind of a worried look, and she goes, "We have one thing that he'd pay attention to.
What is that?
The name of an officer that he desperately wants to know what's going on with him. We could try that. Because the fact that Landor's doing any communication with that man is going to turn his head.
Okay, perhaps.
But I don't know." She just shakes her head. I don't know these laws and things like other people do. That's something for... And she kind of jerks her head downstairs. But if you want me to go in there, I'll go in there. If you want me to fight, I will fight. And then she is going to, with her not normal hand, because she's not favoring her good hand right now, pull her sword and go, "I'll fight for House Capet."
Thank you. There's that tired smile. Frankly, I think you're more than qualified for the position. I'm still thinking ahead. I'm still rushing. No, don't go into Landor. Let's wait and see what's Thorin and your fellow.
I took out
Doctor can-
his bird on the way here when it was coming
His
into
bird?
town. Yeah, the
Oh, the
big
familiar.
black one. The one that thinks and sees.
Yes.
I shot it down and it disappeared in a puff.
Out of character point, I'm pretty sure most birds think.
Yeah, but she
Well,
I know.
gets to speak.
That's one less thing to worry about, I suppose. Thank
So-
you.
But I don't know how that works. But I'm pretty sure he's probably really mad. I mean, I think if it's any solace, he's probably very, very mad right now because nothing's working.
Good.
Let's make
Yes.
him really mad and make sure nothing works.
You're right, and maybe he is trying to bait me.
Those people came to the inn last night. They were trying really hard to make us seem like the bad people. I
Yes.
think that is their plan. Because if we don't have enough to prove anything and we attack, then you'll have the whole city against you.
Yes, so we must wait and be rational and reasonable.
Be careful.
I thank the gods for your group's wide counsel on this. You should join your fellows, and we'll wait to see what Thoron and Adalas discover.
And she
Although I
will.
imagined Fortimer wants to depart. If you wish to leave with him, you're of course free to.
I think we shouldn't travel alone. I don't think anybody should right now. So, I'll see who wants to go with Fortimer and who wants to stay, or who wants to go. And she kind of frowns and goes, "You have a stone from us, right?"
Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay. And I think it's connected to Thaldir?
Mind that was used last week.
It
Oh, it was?
used,
Yeah, it was
so,
used last week.
yeah.
I go,
Yeah.
I don't think it'll work anymore, though. Do you have another?
Yes.
There's a dust full.
Otherwise, I can go get the one from my mom, maybe, and bring it back.
No. I will arrange this. Give me a moment.
I don't deal in
He-
time
he-
normally, but I'll try.
He pokes his head back into Million's room, and he just goes, "Lucian, where are our dear brothers? Things you were keeping an eye on them, yes?" And you hear a sort of muffled reply, and Pay nods and closes his door. It's like, "I will bring something down shortly. Please don't depart straight away."
All right, I'll try to keep them back, but they're bigger than me. And she'll sheath up her sword because she realizes she still had it out, and go right downstairs.
Okay, you head back downstairs. Corvus.
Mm.
Now, there's no actual prison in here or anything like that. So, basically, Thoron carries this dude to a spare room, orders a couple of maids out. Looks like this might be just a little storage thing, and sets him down. And he's like, can you wake him up?
Yes. And he will take his medical bag out, open it up completely, all the flaps, and then pull what will be equivalent of the salts and snap him in front. And then he's going to go back to his bag without saying anything and start putting on his gloves, tightly bounding them against his sleeves, and start pulling out methodically every single medical instrument that he has and laying them out.
Thoron watches you do that and just goes, "Make sure he doesn't die." And the moment the dude's awake, Thoron leans down in his face and goes, "Got some questions for you, boy." But before he even asks anything, he just starts punching him in the face repeatedly. Just over and over, over and over.
I may want to remind him that the guy can't speak well if he has no teeth.
And then sort of lets him slack back against the wall, and you see the guy slump down, coughing, groaning in pain. It's like, "All right, you're hired by the land, all right?" And he's already motioning you to clean the guy up.
Yep.
Give me a medicine roll.
And what he's going to be doing is he's going to be helping by sort of using the instruments in not so savory ways.
Okay. All right. And so you air quote start patching this guy up in a particularly painful manner. And everyone in the house, you can hear sort of muffled screaming coming from down the hall. And to skip over a horrendously described torture scene, we're just going to do some rolls. Right. But Corvus, would you like to lead on the intimidation rolls, or would you like to be the assistant on the
Just
intimidation rolls?
With all his fancy tools.
All right. Okay, so 2 rolls. Disadvantage. 24. Yep. 1 more. 15. And then. Right. Oh, well. Okay. So, this goes on for a while. This is happening, coinciding with a lot of the stuff that was happening, you know. And you are going to learn a few things from this. First, he tries to be brave and stubborn and say, you know, he wouldn't betray, you know, his company, his contract, his, you know, their word, all that honorable nonsense, right?
Starts pulling a couple teeth.
And basically, he will then give in and start telling you, yes. We're hired by the landlord. We were supposed to take out the girl. It was supposed to take her out and make sure she was found. Make sure not to leave anything marking landlord, but make sure that Capet knew. And yeah, basically, landlord wanted Capet to know that they had done it without really leaving anything to that could be proven, but you know, easy enough to hint. And they wanted it to be found, and they wanted it to be known. And then 25, yeah. And then they were to report back and await a coming fight.
Corvus will also talk to Captain Veron quietly. Why exactly do they want all of this to happen?
Mad buggers, aren't they?
Why go after one person to show Capet something?
Going after Melina? Because it would hurt Capet, I suppose. It would hurt Kalan, it would hurt everybody here.
Was it just to drive Capet out?
Maybe. I mean, if she died, I don't think anybody, I wouldn't have been able to stop him from acting. We would have had to, there'd be war in the streets.
Maybe you do not know, but what does Capet hold that Landor wants?
Capet. Actually, give me a persuasion check there.
Come on, intellect class. Nope.
Yeah. His face goes a little more stony and goes, Capet has plenty that Landor wants.
Seems a lot of work for a nebulous objects.
Yeah. No. My job is just keeping him safe, not figuring this stuff out. Looks like he's passed out.
We'll give him a check.
Yeah. He's. Yeah, he's still down.
Thump!
He's
Right
not
across the
failing.
head.
He's definitely down and out. I'll watch after him. You go back to yours.
One final moment. He'll go around and secure any bondings that may be on this gentleman.
Yep. Let's start handing. Okay. All right. And you get the respectful nod from Thoron, and he goes about basically heisting him up and taking him to a more secure spot.
Okay. Corvus will finish cleaning everything off, wipe down his gloves, getting his pack reorganized, and leave.
Okay. A little before Corvus rejoins you, Gifton makes you arrive back with the group.
Mhm.
Valdir, Cass, Carrick, Hargy. You'll see her coming down the stairs alone this time. Well,
Dingus.
sans with Dingus, yes.
Let's see.
How's she doing up there?
She broke down. She's really upset. She heard a lot of scary things, and she's a little girl, and she shouldn't have to. She's sleeping now. The food's up there for her.
Did you eat yours?
Gifton just shakes her head. Mr. Capet wants us to wait before we head out, because we want to head out. He's going to try and give us new contact stone. That one it'll work for today, so we can keep in contact with everything going on. We'll probably figure out who's going to go. Thaldir, you need to go to the church though, right?
Yes, I was hoping to be there, and I had promised the father.
I think, Carrick, you and I should go with Thaldir to the church.
Okay.
I look over at Cassiopeia. Somebody needs to get the Shire Reeve to believe.
The Shire Reeve should be at the service.
You keep an eye out for him in your fast. I can't move through crowds like you and RG can. But we need to warn them that what's going on. And she frowns and goes, Where's Corvus? And she look over at RG. RG, are you okay? Are you still hurt?
At the question of where's Corvus, you can hear from down further in the hall to the house a sort of.
Gifton's eyes are actually going wide at that. Do I need to go help somebody?
I think they're.
Looks up from the meditative side. She's sitting on the floor and just goes, "You probably don't want it there."
Are they okay? Is that what dental work is?
Yes.
Possibly.
Oh, she kind of touches her mouth like, oh.
That's something a little meaner than dental work. Just.
I mean,
Archie, are
there
you
might
okay?
be dental work involved.
Do you need any help?
I just kind of gives a thumbs up. I'm good.
You sure?
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Also, damn, mostly hurt from falling off a roof.
I can heal you some. I mean, I understand if you want Corvus to do it. He's better.
I'm just
let me explain
okay.
the transcendental concept of short rest healing dice to you.
Yeah. Well, I assumed the healing dice were already in, but I didn't know if it was enough to actually heal you up. So.
It's just they're getting it's like, oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
You hear the footfalls of Capet actually coming downstairs now.
It's at the point it's just her the meditative thing is how I'm explaining that. She's attempting to mind over matter, or at least ignore it.
I helped such a die.
Right, I have something for you all.
Yes, sir.
On loan, mind you, my older brother would kill me if I gave these away. And he's basically carrying a very, very large wooden box. Kind of not quite the size of the huge rifle case, but the size of a small little keyboard that we have now.
Yeah.
It's about around that scale, maybe a little larger.
Ooh, pretty
And,
box.
Yes, contents far more important though. And he'll set that down and open it up. And inside are some strange-looking objects. Most immediately in the center seems to be a large, squarish box itself. It looks like it's made of steel and some wood, and it's got little glass what do you call them? Think Star Trek blinky lights, TOS blinky lights.
Oh my
LEDs?
god! It's a ham radio, guys! We're gonna get a never-ending story!
It's this weird mechanism, and it does indeed have a little dial on it. Each has a little sigil, and then next to that, going off on either side of it, just set into the cloth that's lining in this case, are what looks to be these these little how would I describe them?
Shells?
No, not shells. They are a blend of cloth and metal. They have a very strange loop on them that would suggest they actually attach to something. Looks like you could put them anywhere on your clothing, and each just seems to have a little button on the surface.
Oh God, you gave us life alert.
I did give life for that, but I did basically give you the equivalent of little handheld police radios.
Wow.
Everyone
You're
knows
now
the
police.
the ones they have in their police cars. You just pick up, speak into
Gifton
all your
just stares at this completely puzzled.
CBs. You gave us CBs.
Yes, very little CBs.
Does this tell the time?
No, this is like your sending stone, although far more recent an innovation from our marvelous artificers in Wyndon.
I want to go to Wyndon someday.
And it was very expensive. These all, and he picks up one of the devices, communicates to this, and he taps the big device, which you can see it actually has one of these little ones attached directly to it. So you'll be able to communicate to whoever is holding this one, who can then relay if need be.
Oh.
It doesn't have quite the limitations of your quaint little models.
Oh, that's great. I'm gonna look at everybody else because I'm assuming I can't pack this shit.
Yeah. Of note, there is this one big unit with its attached thing, and then there are 4 small little handheld units.
So are the smaller ones small enough that we can make use as a helmet for her?
As a helmet,
Wear the whole thing.
I mean, she could carry it, but
It'll be heavy.
yeah.
like the idea of just wearing it as a headset.
I probably have to like latch it onto
No,
Dingus's
it's
saddle.
it's nearly body size for fucking Gifted.
Yeah, I'd probably latch it onto freaking Dingus's
Yeah.
saddle.
Oh god! Just imagining Dingus setting it off, and
Beep, beep,
Oh.
beep, 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 beep.
it's like we have invented. the
How
Muppets.
many
What?
of them are there?
There's this one big unit, the big receiver, and 4 smaller ones.
Well, I mean, there's 5 people, so who's gonna carry the big one? Should stay here, shouldn't it? Because I mean, that one looks expensive.
If you're planning to keep in communication with me, yes, perhaps they should stay here.
Yeah, that one should stay here, I think, because it looks like I'd worry about somebody hitting that with the sword,
Oh wow! I'm glad you continued that. Oh my!
or somebody falling off a building onto that.
Don't
Slow
concern
span
yourselves
over
with their
Archie.
resilience. They are magically artificed items. Just don't lose them.
Absolutely, sir.
Uh,
Gonna grab one of the smaller ones.
And at this point, Corvus, you are going to be able to rejoin them. You'll walk down from the hallway.
if I take one of those, it'll be a mess for me and Dingus. I don't think you guys want us doing that, do you?
Dingus is hopping up with you onto the little side table this was laid on, and he's sniffing at one.
Then he eats it. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
I like to just start thinking that he just eats like a snake and just swallows things whole now.
Well, I mean, I would happily relay anything between all of you if you want to leave this here. Although if your group wants to stay properly in contact with each other,
Well,
I trust one of you to take it.
there's 4 little ones. We have 2 people, and we just gotta make sure that the 4 people don't end up all at one spot together if we split into groups. That's pretty easy, and then Capet keeps the one. Gifton looks like she thinks she's smart. What do you think, Corvus?
Yes, at least have them spread out. Maybe Archie and Cass, since they usually go off ahead of everyone.
Yeah,
And
RG and Cass are the fast ones. Maybe I kind of frown.
Zaldir
Val-
for sure.
I frown and go. Maybe you and
Either
Carrick.
Carrick or I.
No, I think both of you for the 4, and then me and Thaldir will rely on you guys to relay everything. Okay?
Well, and if we need to, of course, we can always send someone.
Because I think me and Thaldir are kind of
someone
the
has.
slowest on foot, right?
Look down at Dingus.
I said on foot.
Dingus uses feet.
On his feet, he is not much faster than me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought he was. I thought he
They
had
have like
normal.
they have a 15-foot movement speed on the ground, Blackie.
Too much belly.
I was just saying, I like Corvus's idea there.
What?
Too much food.
I mean,
Yeah.
unless you really want one, Thaldir, do you want one?
Divide them however you.
Cannon is going to look at you all trying to figure this out.
All right, so Thaldir decided that Carrick is taking one, Cassiopeia is taking one, Corvus is taking one, and Argy's taking one. You're gonna hold on to the main one, Mr. Capet, and that is entirely what Thaldir decided.
Faldir is a very wise and good decision maker. He says,
I just look at the two. I just look at Gifton. Look at the one that I already grabbed. Shrug.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you took one already. I assumed you wanted one. So.
Yep.
But I
That's
think
because I decided that you should take one.
Yes.
But I think perhaps with you being my wonderful field agents at this point, Faldir, are you comfortable carrying the main unit? Faldir, it looks about the size of an Xbox, not that you know what that is.
Yeah, you can pack that.
I suppose.
It does have some nice straps on it.
We could wait. Could we have a mobile radio? Could we have an aerial radio and strap it to Dingus? Out of character. I'm not actually suggesting this.
You could.
Okay.
Or armor.
If it was smaller, we could strap it to Dingus, but it's the size of an Xbox, and he's the size of a cat. Do not do this to my dragon.
That's why I was asking.
I mean, I would say it was
character.
really tempting to take one of those just because I can fly above and tell you literally eye in the sky bullshit.
That's why I brought up the thing of, if we need
Coming
to,
over the overpass, we see heavy traffic going out I-90.
I'm sure if you need to get a message to me, he sort of looks over at Cassie and Argy. One of you can make it.
Well, let's see if we can get to the church on time.
Lord Capet.
Damn it.
Yes, did you find anything out from our guest?
More than just we've already know, but confirms. Hired by the House Landor. We're told to take out your girl and to make it seen by you. And then to report back and wait for a coming fight.
So I think you're right then. They are definitely trying to bait us, he says to you, Gifton.
She nods.
Well, if the attack would have happened without warrant that anyone else could see, it would be on Capet's head, not theirs. But
they were not meant to make it look like they had any involvement with House Landor.
That does mean, though, that they're probably going to be stretched to their temperament, and if they've already gone this far, they're more likely to assault somewhere.
Which gives me the idea, do they have a contingency plan for if this was to go bad?
I don't know. But I don't think we should leave Father Stone alone right now. And we'll learn a lot more once we're on the street, probably, right?
he definitely has Elias with him right now.
And
Elias is somebody House Landor loves so much.
Well, you said alone.
Both of those individuals has the aya of the Church of Talon as well. which is in partner with Landor.
When I meant alone, I meant that he doesn't have a bunch of armed guards protecting him.
Do attend this sermon, and if it goes well, or if you think it's going to go badly, do extend an invitation to them to come join us here.
Give
We
some
will,
nods.
sir.
Strength in numbers.
Yes.
Out of character,
Yes.
because I don't remember who. Did Elias take the rifles with him?
They were left at the
they were left
thing.
with,
They were.
Yes, they were left at the tavern.
Okay.
Because we didn't haul those across town.
But I just couldn't remember if he had taken one with him when he went or not. So
No, I don't think he could have
Okay.
concealed that on the way. It's like a full-on rifle.
you know, if you have a high enough check,
Yeah, you can stick it down your pant leg, I'm sure, but I'm saying.
I
Shawshank.
don't think
I
you can
could see
bribe
some
people
harlot.
with checks.
Elias, are you happy to see me, or do you have a rifle down your pants?
Right. Well, do be careful.
What the hell, Hat Dan?
Shh. All right. We should hurry then.
yes, we shall.
Do you want an escort? I can't spare many men, but a couple of guards, perhaps.
No.
No.
I think it's better if we go on our own and attract less attention than having some more bodies with us.
I think we are beyond attracting attention and trying to avoid it if you were ambushed on the way into the city.
I would feel better, sir, if you had every
Subtlety's
man
down out the
available
window.
that you trust here to defend yourself, your daughter, and your brother.
I appreciate that.
You
I'm sure
keep
you're
your
all
stuff
more than
safe.
capable.
We will take care of ourselves.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna be fine.
Right.
I mean, they're
Well,
not after us.
Not that I imagine you want to ride them through the city streets, but the horses are available too if you need.
I don't like horses that much.
Horse Dingus Gifted.
And then she amends it and says, "Well, actually, horses just don't like me that much. They stamp a lot when I'm around."
Just,
They think
RG
you
looks
know,
over and says
fly.
with a genuine concern on Club likes you.
Cloud makes
Just-
weird noises.
Club makes weird noises at everybody.
Fowdy, your party's standing around talking.
let's get going.
All right. If you open the door, I'll
We
start
should get
flying.
going.
Start heading out.
Yeah, you are basically
To
allowed to
the
walk
church.
yourselves out now. You're beyond being escorted back and forth.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna
So,
fly high.
who's going where?
I think we're all going to the church.
You're all going to the
Yeah.
church?
I'm going. We're splitting up. Everyone scatter.
I mean, you're free to. It's free to split up as you wish.
Nope,
And
going to
I'm
church.
going with Thaldir, behind Thaldir.
Okay. Right. So you'll start to make your way to the church. Streets are lovely and quiet, especially compared to the rush through from earlier. Although you do see some people gathered around. There are little groups talking, like, it's gossip. People rode through the streets.
There was a girl flying over the rooftops.
Ellie,
Yes.
as we walk through, I'm going to try to listen in as people are talking.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Anyone who wants to try and listen in can.
20.
I'm
Right.
taking to the skies because I'm gonna
Yeah,
fly
you're going
above
up.
the group.
You keeping an eye out.
The
Yep.
song of the wind.
Right. You give me a perception check as well then.
I'm gonna use my with the thing because you told me I could do it
'Cause
last
they're high
time.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, high up, and I'm gonna tell Dingus to look out too because that's what we do.
Yeah.
It just flies into a building.
I am
Very nice.
I am having trouble staying in the saddle right now, so there is
Hopefully,
that.
hopefully Dingus is doing. Nope.
Well,
Wait,
he
does
gets,
he
he
get
gets
disadvantage?
advantage.
13.
Oh yeah, he 13. So yeah, 13. Sorry. I thought I had to roll twice, but I forgot it does that. Yeah.
Right. Anyone else want to pay attention for things?
Yes.
I rolled, but it did not go well.
Same
You're
here.
you are brooding right now, Thaldir. Obviously.
Carrick and Argy. you can catch snippets of conversation, and yeah, there's no one actually conspiring against you, but there are just people talking about. Did you see the the riders that came racing into the city? They say they knocked some people over. There's some really injured. There's alpha whispers of it seemed like they were under attack. They rode to House Capet, and it's just uninformed gossip.
Okay. Just seeing if there's hearing any
And-
rumors that would be of anything that we didn't know. So
And you don't see anybody coming at you with knives or anything.
well, that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
No,
Because that's usually the thing you don't see, unfortunately, is the one
until
that gets
it's
you.
too late.
Dingus says, Dingus sort of informs you with the flashes of imagery and such, Gifton, that he doesn't see any of the purple land or men or anything like that.
I'm just gonna pat his neck and kind of lean into the saddle a little bit.
Andor
Now-
was purple.
What route are you all taking to go to the church?
I need the
map.
map.
Could we be
Would you like to go to the
that
map?
Yeah.
Please
Yes.
ignore the terrible gridding on here. That doesn't mean anything. Nothing's going to happen.
We can actually-
Look at this map.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look how gridded
I
that is.
opened the map on my own.
You can tone down that
Oh.
opacity.
God.
Nope, the grid's there for a reason. Not that it's
Okay.
there for a reason.
Oh God, no. I just zoomed to 20%.
I'm gonna draw what I think.
Uh huh.
So we are.
Actually, we might want to do
here.
it like that, and then come
Yeah,
across.
go down.
We're
Yeah.
number
Because
7.
I think we should stay on the docks.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
I just want to
not
stay away
cross
from
over right
house.
at your house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Into the ocean.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just getting
Yes.
rid
I'm
of
just
it.
swimming.
Wait, that's a river, Allie.
But,
It's
no,
a river.
yeah,
I always get it
but
mixed
yeah,
up.
we'll basically
ocean
follow along the docks until
if you're-
until
Yeah.
this alleyway, then we'll go here and then go straight across.
Okay.
It's an ocean if you're gifted.
All right. So when you guys get to about here, actually, we'll say it's here. Yeah. I'd like another perception check from everybody. With advantage.
Yeah.
Actually, Gifton, you will be at normal for this.
Okay, because I'm too high up.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it was the first one.
Okay, but Dingus still gets advantage because he's a pseudo dragon.
Yep. Okay.
He's
Well, I
worrying.
mean,
To be
he's
fair,
very
he's worrying about
average.
mommy right now. So
Meep meep. Very nice. Okay.
Oh my.
So this is for the 15s and over.
mm,
There is a strange sort of rumbling from the ground. Feels like the pavement is shaking a little bit. And
Anyone else feel that?
this is for the 20s and over.
Yeah.
Accompanying that rumbling, there is the ever sort of muffled, faint sound from below, and you think in the distance, coming from different directions, these sort of noises.
Sorry,
The
could you
mole
repeat the
men
noise?
are coming.
The sort of noises.
Can we get check
And I was
to
doing
see if
that.
yes.
Oh no,
int
it's RG
or-
asking in character.
Yes, I hear that. In check to try to identify or something
Okay,
else?
it will be a very hard in check. Actually,
Okay.
it will be just go in.
I can do that.
What about me?
Yeah, not great.
Yeah, actually, Valdir, same check with advantage, specifically Arcana for you.
Arcana.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It is what sound?
I would like to
Wow.
put that on the record for astounding fucking roll.
Man, that's beautiful.
I want him. Can you hit the button again? I just want to see if it comes up
Yes.
the same a second time. I'm just okay.
Yeah.
Damn. I was kind of hoping for again because it'd be like, maybe we just stop.
Okay.
It just did not want me to know.
What is everyone doing?
You do you not feel the ground shaking?
This is a very
I
loud
hardly
banging
feel
noise.
my leg.
Isn't that usually a bad thing?
Yes.
Wait. We should
So, if you injure your leg
And
now, you
then-
don't feel it. That's actually
prepare for a
thing.
fight. Quick.
That's smart. Okay, about 10 seconds after you hear that, and you've had this little
Dagger.
conversation,
Actually, drawing
Um,
one to each dagger.
you then start to hear the sound of distant screaming in the city. And then there's another set of.
When you say distant,
As in
those of us
coming
that can hide,
from-
do we know where, like
Pretty-
which direction?
Seems to be coming from various different directions.
So are we right here?
Nope, you guys are
We're-
right here.
Yeah, I should say someplace up
We're
there
at the corner.
at the
Oh.
corner.
Shit.
Let's double time.
It's to
Alright.
multiple places.
And you start to do double time then?
Right now, it might be best to get to House of More,
Okay.
Temple of More as a starting point.
If we want to get to the Temple of Amor quicker, theoretically,
We go this way.
based on the smaller amount of knowledge we have, is
Yep.
it quicker to go toward House Landor?
Technically, yes.
Sadly, then that's the way I'm going to probably want to go.
Okay.
125. 175. Actually, no.
It's longer.
It's longer, but you guys don't really go that route either, so you're not sure.
Yeah.
So it's
We've been
give,
around that way though.
give
And
me-
Would we,
I'm gonna ask for a
we
check
want to
for it.
go right in front of Landor?
Well,
And check
if we
or
want to
wisdom.
rush, or if we want to, because obviously now it's no longer just, well, let's take a careful time. It's also, we want to rush to get to a freaking
Ali,
I'm Addy.
situation.
may I make the intelligence check with advantage since I've been roaming the city a bit?
She
Yeah.
has been down that route.
Yeah, especially that area.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause she's been going up and down to the
Go
dock
for it.
repeatedly.
Yeah, I'm really gone.
No.
But I think
we'll
Cassiopeia would know
check
that
on
would be
I
faster to
guess.
still head down, though, right? Because she's been over to that area multiple times.
Yeah, sure. I'll give it to Cass. And Valdi, you've rolled it well enough. Yeah, down this way is the quicker route. Even though it's an unfamiliar street for some of you. Oh, you don't fucking know.
Yeah,
All right.
Oh, we just got to see if maybe she'll hit. Well, she passed
Sorry. Cass, Argy,
down the south.
take the lead, but don't get too far away.
Cass is taking off.
I'm doing an intelligence
I
saving
didn't
throw.
emphasize,
Oh.
don't get far
Intelligence
away.
saving throw, you say?
I'm doing an intelligence saving throw. My family.
Okay, you're gonna double back towards the shift direction towards that, I should say.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna fly over. I just want to check on the fine cut.
Alright, so you start
RG's
heading
gonna
that way.
kind of skid and RG's gonna skid and go. I'll go with her, make sure she's okay.
She's flying.
I'm
above
flying.
us.
I'm gonna go up
She's
and
also
over.
going to. Okay, I figured you're actually like going to the building though, and I can get there quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Once
Don't
to have
leave-
company when she lands, at least.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, declarations of direction then, people.
Fine
I'm
cut.
Going towards the flying cut.
more.
No more.
Again, yeah, taking the path down
Obviously, yeah.
this corner, then
Gonna-
to that corner.
And what about you, Corvus?
More.
Emo. Okay.
Feldir.
Marking where I'm
Feldir.
going with my token.
Yeah.
You grab the box. Make sure to tell her to keep in touch with us.
Oh yeah,
Gotcha,
we
gotcha.
definitely already grabbed that box.
Yes.
because
Yeah.
we've already.
I mean,
walked
like,
a while.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like you physically because you have the box. Like, get it out and make sure to tell her to keep in touch,
I don't have one.
please.
No, I.
Oh shit, that's right. You
are
don't.
are
Damn it.
these single-use ones or?
No.
Okay.
Actually, well, I guess would be make sure RG.
I'm sorry, he was also explained that these are basically unlimited use and have a range of about 20 odd miles.
Gonna
Okay.
yell RG. Keep in touch with the
Will do.
with the new things. Thank you. And that's really.
Yeah.
I don't remember where, and I actually admit, because I'm way too zoomed in. I can't where the fine cut is.
Okay.
But,
Where-
If
where my
you
token
don't
is.
mind, I'm
Okay.
gonna draw
Right
the
back.
line for
The path.
you're not
my
that far away.
group's path. Sam,
I
you
know
draw
which
the
path you're taking.
general.
I've seen
Yeah,
it.
but for the edification of the question asker.
Yeah, go for it then.
I like how there's a
So-
squiggle there. So somebody slam into a building.
No, that was
Going too
my
fast.
hand slipping slightly.
That's where we decided to cut through
That's
a
what I
bunch
get
of
for free.
warehouses.
They were selling scones at half off.
All right.
Well, we
Okay.
do have Cassie with us.
And then we got drunk around here.
Yeah.
So, you guys take off down towards the middle. Gifton and Argy head towards the fine cut. Gifton flying above.
Damn
Um,
you, Corvus.
You continue to hear these odd sounds coming from different locations. They don't sound. I mean, you've heard the distant explosion
I hear
this very
shit.
day. They don't sound quite like that. Sounds louder. At most, you could equate it to sounds of displacement of Earth that you've heard before, or objects back in mining and shit. You know, as dwarves do.
Still just random
Yeah.
places around town.
Yeah, it's hard to pinpoint with the distance up until there's a sound very, very close to you guys. When you get to about, in fact, this corner.
Well, that explains the squiggly line.
Yeah. You hear across these buildings to yourself a much more clear, and it does sound like a weird displacement of air, and this sort of weird arcane crackle accompanying it.
Oh
my god, they summoned the demons.
Semi in character, I guess.
Yes.
Also, does this reminiscent of anything we heard during Tarnstead?
No. However, speaking of Tarnstead, what is reminiscent of Tarnstead is suddenly you hear the sound
screaming,
and you hear people screaming, and you start to see that familiar sight of smoke rising from buildings. And Gifton and Argy, in fact, you'd be able to see upwards. You can see the spire of the very tall cathedral of Tilan. And you can see and hear the of this weird displacement, and you can see what looks to be a portal opening near the spire's top.
Oh.
And from it, give me a nature check, actually. Very nice.
That's better than I thought it'd be. I was going to say that's the strangest dog I've ever seen.
Wow, very nice.
That's a very big dog.
Half of you have heard tell of these things.
It's a
You've heard
demon.
It's a manticore.
Oh, really? I was hoping you were joking when you said there was going to be a manticore.
No, it's a manticore. And strange enough, seeing the manticore is probably not the most horrifying thing. It is, in fact, the familiar sight of a southern barbarian on its back.
Oh, I thought we were going to Avaris.
And the group running on the streets, you start to hear an ever so familiar chanting in that giant dialect.
That's
all sorts of different directions.
That's not good.
RG's slamming the next thing, going, "There's a manticore, the Goliaths, they're fucking here."
I see it.
I'm looking down. I'm
you're
sorry,
talking to somebody.
Soldier. I know you said don't get too far ahead. I know you're slower than the rest of us. Are you okay with me booking off behind the others, or do you want me to heal up with you?
Hurry. We're already split evenly. That way.
Okay, I'm gonna start doing my bonus action to sprint.
Okay, so
moving.
you're at this corner. Which way are you going? Are you continuing up and then turning towards them, or are you going back where you came?
I think we need to get, unless
or you can cut
Soldier
through
says
the alleyways,
something.
you know.
Would it be, from what I could tell, would it be any quicker to get to more by ducking through the alleys? Or is it something?
Oh no! For the rest of the group, getting to more is fine. You're the one that wants to split back, right?
No. I'm going to start using my bonus action to
go
move
faster towards
going
it more.
towards it.
Okay.
I was just doing regular moves with Thaldir, and now I'm going to actually start dashing.
Oh yeah, then let's continue down the road.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. As you dash down the street, you can see. Let's put your move at what, fucking like 90 odd, right?
Yes, per turn.
50 for Faldir. So yeah, you'll get ahead.
I'm assuming Cassiopeia is picking up the pace as is Corvus.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be honest. I'm probably just.
Cass will easily
I'll probably
beat
be
both
doing
of
it
them
every
there.
other turn because I want to make sure I'm not getting too far ahead of Thaldir because I don't want him to.
So you're basically being an advanced scout.
Yes.
I'm assuming
Cassie,
Cassian's going to full out.
keeping it up.
I'm going full out. I'm getting
Okay.
I'm getting there to at least tell the Shire Reef that that's the chanting we've heard before.
Yeah.
And there's a problem.
Carrick and Cass, Argy, you're still after Gifton, right?
Mm-hmm.
Corvus, are you sticking closer to Falday, or are you running after the other two?
He's looking at his cane, wondering if there's a teleportation switch on this stupid thing.
Funny suggestion.
Actually,
No, he's staying with Valdir.
Okay.
as we're running up, I'm gonna, as we're getting closer to it more, I'm gonna be looking out for those guards I saw yesterday
The
from the
Landor
terrace,
ones?
the terrace ones.
Oh, the terrace guards. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cass and Carrick, as you reach the end of the street, Valdir, you're about halfway down it with Corvus, rather. You start to hear the keep spells starting to sound in alarm.
That's good.
And you can hear the shouting of Sitting Street and Carrick and Cassie. You can see the Church of Inmore. Apparently, the sermon was in full swing already. There are, in fact, guards posted outside who are chatting hurriedly with each other. And you see the Shire Reeve come marching out of the church and starts yelling at them to a couple of them stay here, secure the position, protect the citizenry. Orders another one to find out what the fuck's going on, and basically starts sending them off to different posts.
Cass is going to be sliding up because she's putting the brakes on as she comes up.
Sparks flying.
Pretty much.
Okay, so you skid up, Carrick,
Yes.
pretty close by, and
Yep, I'm gonna run up towards terrace myself.
you're continuing on, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since we saw that they're in good shape, I want to make sure terrace knows.
Cassie,
Yes.
the Shire Reeve sees you and goes, "Still shot. What in blazes is happening?"
She's skidding to a halt. Yeah. Sir, big problem. Big problem. Chanting? That's the barbarians. Landor went after Capet, went after Capet's daughter. They've got some really big shit going down. The Tarnstead guard commander, Landor apparently was in contact with him recently. What else? Apparently there's a manticore over at the Temple of Talarn. And, yeah.
Yeah.
So
we were coming
you
to-
have to tell me is my city's going to hell.
At the moment, yes. Capet, Thalder might know more, but I'm going to try and get to the Talarn Temple to kind of... And she just stops and she just glowers. I need to kick someone's ass.
What the hell?
You can arrive shortly after.
Okay.
Toby, are
I'm
you
just
channeling session 1? Do you want to go get cut in half? That guy's on a manicore. Don't go for the boss.
I'm just going to roar, evacuate the city.
Sensible suggestion, right? Men, get the citizenry out. You know the drill. He says, saying this as if, yeah, you know what you're supposed to do, but never had to do this before. Yep.
This is not a drill.
I'm
How
going
lazy to get
to
into my fucking city.
pull out this box and start sending messages.
Okay, what's who first?
All right. First of all, to Gifton.
Okay,
We're evacuating.
Dead air.
Give me-
Gifton doesn't.
Give me a D4 roll. You don't know who these dollars go to yet.
Yeah. Right. I'm sending it to specifically one, or does it send it to all?
I'd say, can it be sent to all?
Actually, yeah, I imagine it has an all broadcast.
All right. I'll just send it to all.
He pressed
Okay.
the red button.
Okay, Gifton. You
We
don't hear
are-
it. 'Cause
But
you don't
Archie
have one.
does.
Yes.
Yeah. We are evacuating. Any civilians, tell them to get out. Assist as you can. and someone get to Capet.
Will do. Gifton, get your family. Get the tailor. Get out.
Got it! Go back to the others! I'll meet you!
Going to Capet. He needs to be told too.
Bye!
And
Cassie.
RG's just going to double back the way they came, full speed.
Cassie's actually got her axe out and getting ready to go charging
I'm
in.
taking out my sending stone because I have not called my mother today. Mom, no time to talk! Get your stuff! Tell Edward to get his stuff! The barbarians are back! We're leaving! Get ready! I'm coming! That should be like 20 words.
Yeah. You just get the reply of, and she sounds upset. Yes, we're already getting ready. Because they heard it.
I'm
Essentially, they could probably also hear us yelling outside.
I'm
Well, we're
probably,
down the street, probably.
Yeah, Gifton, by the way, you're in the air still, right?
Oh yeah, I'm flying high, remember?
Yeah, you're trying to avoid attention of anything in the air, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
Or
sneaky roll.
I don't know if I can be sneaky in the air.
I'm being generous and trying to let you try to avoid it.
Alright,
try and
am
stop-
I doing
You
the sneaky
can-
roll, or is it Dingus?
Oh, it would be Dingus, but he will get advantage because of your help.
I will point out,
Okay.
basically, the sneaky would be flying close to the building tops, and that's a hell of a stealth roll.
And
Wow, Dingus!
We are in a swarm of pigeons right now. I would like to point out.
I don't know if that'd be stealth. You might try to eat them.
No,
As a
okay.
no.
Yeah, the manticore does not notice and try to eat you guys.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not damn. Pretty fine with that. Thank you.
When Thaldir does that, I'm going to radio mine. I'm almost at House Terrace. I'm going to let them know what's going on. The more we have assistance in getting people out, the better it'll be.
Can you get Klopp?
Yes, I'll go get Klopp and also grab the rifles if we can.
Cassie, we'll need the caravan.
Caravan's not even anywhere near ready.
The wheels
Can
are off
it
of it right
move?
now.
Did I take the wheels off of that alley?
No.
We shouldn't be evacuating. We should be trying to hold this place
Can
because
it
if we
move?
yes,
Then bring it.
Okay.
God fucking damn. And
As you're
she's
giving
going to
that command,
storm off.
Literally stormed.
Yeah.
Oh God,
there is a sudden of basically the equivalent of a firework, a flare going up from the southern gate. And Faldir, you see this pops into a red little explosion of black powder and tinted smoke.
An
Southern
evacuation signal.
Gate's the one over here.
No, that is a compromised fallen signal, as you would remember from your military days.
Is
Yeah.
this over here the Southern Gate?
Yep, that's the southern gate.
Okay.
And then there is a coming from the north, and a similar color appears in the air.
Oh no.
And then you wait for a few seconds, really hoping it doesn't appear. But soon, of evacuating guardsmen from the gates.
The gates are compromised. There's no way out.
There's always a way out.
Corvus knows those signals as well. Yes?
Yeah,
Not for
you know
this
those.
many people.
Okay.
Would
No.
we be?
He will get
Would
Carrick's.
The rest of us be aware of that?
No, you can roll on it, but you've never seen them yourselves.
They didn't go up when Tarnstead went down.
There wasn't
Yeah.
one. Basically, Tarnstead didn't have to communicate it to anybody within distant.
Yeah, because we were so all enough that
It was
once
in
the
the
fire
training
started, everybody
manual.
knew.
And we
But-
Basically,
How
they
about-
are supposed to use a series of signaling that is, this gate needs reinforcements, this gate is, struggling.
And it didn't even have the time to.
Saldir.
But real quick,
Carrick,
Ellie, can you do me a
snap.
favor and just make my token bigger by Escapade so I can see it?
Where is
It's like it's
That's
the
right
size
in
of a
front
Oh,
square.
yeah, the grid.
Yeah, I'm the size of a square, so that's a little bit
That is
tiny.
actually
I'm
more
smaller than
appropriate
Gifton.
for Gifton size, and I'm much
you go.
bigger than you. So,
Yeah.
Saldir.
Yeah.
Carrick is going to be too close to the gate. He can't get Klopp. If that gate is fallen, then they're already inside. You know that.
Who has a stone again?
I do.
No.
You know that.
No.
This is an in-character question.
Okay.
Oh.
Thaldir definitely does not remember.
Oh, okay. I see.
Does Corvus remember?
Does Corvus remember what?
Who had
took-
Who
stone?
has the
the new
stone?
stones?
Carrick? Myself?
Actually, no. You
Casts.
know I have one because I responded to you.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
but I asked the question of
Okay.
who has them, not whether Carrick
Oh,
has them.
okay.
Carrick, RG, myself, and Cass. And you have the relay.
I'm going to press on the relay again. Gates are fallen. We're going to have to take the water. RG, ask if there's a boat, some way to get out of here.
The Shire Reef still there is and hearing all this and seeing these signals is going to go. The boats can't take everybody, but some. Milo, go with them. The guards commandeering any boats in dock. Thompson, run. You're running now. Relay. Get anybody else to the keep.
Is there anywhere where there might be people?
Everywhere.
There's the whole city, Sadia.
We're not going to be able to get to everybody. Get who you can.
We're outside of
Imor.
Moore.
Yep.
Have we seen Father Stone or?
No, but speaking of which, you do see him starting to come out. And he's like, what's happening?
Get to the dock immediately.
The dock.
The town has been overrun by the barbarians that attacked Tarnstead. The order of evacuation has been signaled.
Out of character.
Yes.
Corvus,
Hmm?
this is your time. You can support the soldiers. They need you.
Yeah, I know.
The injured are going to be those defending the city.
I know.
If they fall, the city falls right now.
And at the suggestion of going to the docks because the city's under attack, Father Stone just shakes his head slowly. And there will be people left behind and they will need aid and refuge.
Can you put people in the catacombs?
Yes, that's what I was going to suggest.
Right. Shire Reef.
Yes, Adelas.
How much is in the garrison?
We have about 150 men.
All right. Thaldir, can you help with that, with the men?
Help with them.
Everyone looks to you for one reason or another. It may be... Does he know about his past? I don't think he does.
Nope.
No. He would just say that. Everyone looks at you for some reason or another. Use that. And I will tend to my duties. Looking at the Shire Reef.
Out of character. Stay together and go help the soldiers. It's safer if you guys move in a group.
Yeah.
I'm stupid as hell right now, but my family's on the line.
To the GM, have I been able to get the terrace pain by now?
Yes, yeah, we'll handle that. In fact, while they're figuring out what they're doing. Yeah, you approach the gates of House Terrace, and you can already see that they are moving people. You are surprisingly seeing people appearing above the walls, armed with crossbows, rifles, mix. Looks like they may have put some supports up to allow them to just peer over.
Anybody at the door?
There are a line of guardsmen standing with shields, looking very concerned.
From any ones that I know from the other day that I recognize?
High or low?
High.
Nope.
Nope. As I come up, we've basically figured out most people in this town know who we are now.
Yes.
Right. The general evacuation route. They're trying to evacuate the city. By now, has the flares gone up? Curiosity, because I don't know how long that is. I don't know what those flares were, but Goliath attacked Tarnstead are here. There will probably be a large battle. Please let your whole house know.
You see one of the younger-looking guards sort of glancing towards the gates, and you can hear him mumble, "Means there's no out. Means there's no out." One of the older ones sort of gives you a gritted teeth nod.
I also, by the note, have both an iron and a regular dagger out. So,
okay.
And since I have not been told otherwise, going towards King's Mercy.
Okay.
We're gonna pull what we did in Tarnstead possibly.
You have a stone, so you would have heard that the gate has fallen.
Yes.
But he's not very bright.
No, I'm bright, but if nothing else, I can try to get the rifle and see also just how bad it is up there, because I can turn back before I get to the King's Mercy. So I'm going to actually be going through the back ways.
Okay.
So I will actually
do you want to give me a stealth roll to try and avoid detection?
Yes. Can I draw a path first?
Yep, draw a path.
I don't know if this is actually going to work. Is there space between these towns by where I just drew the line? Like between these buildings? So, okay.
Each building is a town.
Yes, I'm going a kind of roundabout way. Okay, then I'm going to do a stealth roll.
Yeah.
Right, I find my... No, I don't have a character sheet open. That explains a couple things. And just regular stealth, right?
Yep. Okay, very nice. Okay, so you dive through alleyways, behind buildings, through some really fucking tight confines at certain points.
Yep, and I'm going to just do double moves. Mm-hmm. Well, the equivalent double moves, since you can't move at full speed while stealthing. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to use the bonus for the stealth effect, part of it. So
okay. And as you're moving, you do catch some horribly familiar sights. You are seeing more and more barbarians starting to appear in the streets. Seems some of them are actually coming out of houses. It's turning into wanton slaughter again. You are seeing smoke rise, fire. Though not quite to the extent that you saw in Tarnstead. It does not seem they are trying to catch the whole town ablaze. In fact, what fires there seem to be, you do see, the occasional lantern being jarred, knocked aside as people are running by.
If I'm going past people, mm-hmm. non-barbarians, and there's not barbarians around, I'm going to. Did you do an announcement about the water, by the way, through the stones?
About going to the dock?
To the river,
yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to direct anybody I see that's not too close to them, because I'm trying not to.
In that case, I want a perception check for you to see if there is actually safe time to do that.
Absolutely. 15.
Okay, right. Yeah. So you direct people towards the docks on your path to the King's Mercy.
Okay. When I get to this, this point here, I'm pretty sure I can see down into the main road here.
Yep.
So at this point, as I'm looking down the different ones, how busy does it seem with barbarians?
So when you see onto this road, you see a few things. You can see people running past, heading towards the west, heading west in the street. You can see guards rushing the other direction,
towards the gates.
And you can hear a lot of noise coming from the gates.
battle noises. I take
Mhm.
it since I unfortunately
you
am used
hear
to those
yelled
now.
commands, you hear the clash of steel, and you hear gunfire, and so on.
I'm going to, before I go further,
Mhm.
do through the thing. They're still fighting at the eastern gate. Guards are running towards it. I've directed some people to the water, and I'm almost to the King's Mercy. See if I can get Klopp. I won't promise anything, but I will try.
Okay. When you hit basically here, suddenly things become a lot more clear. The guards are struggling to hold this area just in front of you. There are a lot of barbarians. It's for Tarnstead, it felt like a horde running through the streets in scattered amounts. This, you can see what feels like the entirety of what attacked Tarnstead just in this one area. And they do seem to be pouring out of the King's Mercy.
Take a picture. Send it to the party. Just random curiosity. Can I get a clear how long's the line? 30-foot line without any guardsmen in it between me and an angle?
Not from there. You'd probably have to move past the guardsman line.
Crap. I don't want to injure any of the guards.
And you can see these guards are trying to hold this main street for the civilians running by, but you can also see barbarians moving down alleyways and such.
Just walk past the shield wall, spread them out of your hands, and just barf acid on the barbarian.
That was actually the plan. That's why I was asking about the line. But crap. I'm going to, for now, just because I don't know what our plan is right now, I'm going to duck back in so I'm out of easy sight. And the King's Mercy is they're coming out of the King's Mercy.
Yep.
And houses, they're coming from everywhere. Just here by the King's Mercy is as many probably as attack Tarnstead. I'm coming back.
I should have known it was Klopp who was the harbinger.
I mean,
mastermind.
We're gonna find out that Klopp was just a Goliath in a suit. Best he had a master disguise feat, but I'm gonna.
Argy, Gifton, you are outside the fine cut. Well, you're up in the sky, but you know.
We
She
split.
was there. I'd actually,
I thought
actually
you
slipped
went
back down
to
Skaban.
Spain.
I was just basically waiting for when there was a lull to do that.
Yeah. Okay, let's do Capet first then. You are running back to House Capet, and as you basically you get over to about here. So assume you're running back along the docks. Capet is very much under attack. There seems to be, in fact, a lot of Goliaths coming out of here.
Of the yellow building?
That yellow building, which you know of as a little seaside inn. Seaside? Not seaside. Riverside, pub, essentially. Tavern.
RG's just going to kind of stop and look like, how? And then just kind of shake her head.
It feels a little bit like a clown car situation.
Well, she was wondering how the hell they're just like coming out of there, and him mentioning they're flooding out of the King's Mercy. It's starting to seem a little suspicious, the fact they're flooding out of friggin' food places specifically.
Guys, the conjuration scrolls. I don't think it was demons. It was different kinds of demons.
Yeah.
I don't know why you thought they were demons to begin with.
I thought conjuration spell was demons.
Conjuration
is
is
a whole lot of stuff.
anything that summons, including creation.
You mean they're creating barbarians?
It could be.
It could be, yeah.
I think of what it.
Howard, give me a perception check.
Oh,
That's good enough. So, not deprived of any of its guards, and actually prepared for an assault. House Capet seems to be holding itself very well.
Okay.
Dead Goliaths are basically piling in front of it as they are being shot down by both arrow and bullet, and the occasional blast of looks like to be magical bolts.
Arcane magic.
Yeah.
Archie's going to stop there and just look, and then saying to the stone piece, just go, it looks like Capet is covered. The guards are getting the house, and they're just racking up kills at this point. So, at least for now, they're holding.
I don't think the city can be saved. There seems to be too many.
Also, Ali, I forget the main unit that all of them kind of relay through. We left at Capet, right?
No,
Nope,
Thaldir
that's
left
out
it.
there.
Elders.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
what I got.
Okay, couldn't completely remember. That's
So
all.
you hear RG's message, Valdia.
Yep.
And are just gonna go. I'm gonna bounce back to Gifton, and then I'm gonna try and help her and the tailor, and then get somewhere safe, and then I'll meet back up with you guys. You guys are at a moor still, right?
I think this city is going to fall.
Yeah,
Corvus is
freaking
going
some
to-
people to unfuck this, maybe not, but right now, get people out.
Well, the message
If you
is
got
coming
people who
in.
can pray to gods, then this is the time.
When the messages came in about coming out of the taverns, Corvus is going to go to the head street here.
You would not have heard that because it would only go to Valdia. And
It's
I
not
think
like
you found it.
a speaker box, or is it just straight to Thaldir's head?
Oh, were you beside Valdia?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure. You'd hear it from there.
Mhm.
He's going to go here and look down this street and then this street if he can.
Okay. So
Oh, no, the meaty soup bone.
give me a couple of perception checks, please.
Oof.
Okay, so down that the more southern street, yeah, it does seem to be a big concentration of barbarians starting to fight their way through that. In fact, you can see guards trying to hold desperately at certain points and being gradually pushed back. And yeah, it does seem to be coming from that tavern. Now, there also does seem to be streaming from other spots, but not quite in the same concentration.
Ali,
Yeah, I'm Maddie.
whatever time it would be to get here by what church? By Tamari.
Mhm.
I would stop there next on the way back. So whenever you flip
Right,
me
I will
next.
get to you there. All right, Gifton.
Hi.
Yeah, are you going to swoop down to your home?
Yeah. I'm gonna swoop down to my home.
Okay, you swoop on down, and there's a lot of people running past now.
Mhm.
A lot of people evacuating, and as you swoop down, you can see into the gates of House Landor,
Mhm.
into its yard, I should say.
Yeah.
And there seems to be men mustering at the edges of it. However, they don't really seem to be defending themselves or anything. In fact, they don't seem to have to be.
Mhm.
They're just posed there.
Okay. Well, I mean that kind of
And
fits
then
that.
you see the gates of House Andor being opened up, and guards yelling at citizens to come in for refuge.
Mhm.
It's blood sacrifices. Don't trust it.
But you swoop on down, and there's a door, and through the window you can already see Lassanor inside.
Yeah. And I'm
and-
tapping Dingus so he meeps.
Yep, and Dingus sets out a few louder little meepy beeps, and Lassanor will open up the door. Inside, quickly.
Yeah. It's a mess out there.
Okay, all right.
What do red lights at the gates mean?
Red lights?
In the
What?
sky.
That means the gates have fallen.
Oh, I saw 3 red lights.
So all 3 gates.
Mm.
Can Dingus can he carry 3 of your kind?
I don't know, can he?
Yeah, he'd probably struggle a bit, but he could.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, no, he wouldn't struggle at all. He's pretty big compared to you.
Yeah. We should get you to House Capet.
I'll make my way somewhere. Just you get your mother and care out. Yes,
Your family too, though.
that's very sweet of you to say, but you should get yours to safety.
She's gonna frown and go, all right, well, I'm gonna get them to Capet. Get on, quick.
And your mother and Care will quickly hop onto Dingus.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
Alright.
by that point, could RJ probably be near the building again?
We
no,
were
it's
almost
a little
at
back in time.
we were like already at the place when you veered off. Pretty much.
Yeah, but basically just bolt there, bolt back. Is what I mean.
There's gonna be a little bit of delay.
That's why I was asking what the time frame would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you ran. Because we were together right here, and I go 60 flying per move. So I don't think that you could have ran all the way to Capet and then come back before I got in the door.
Well, yeah, I wasn't saying that. I'm saying like for then between.
No, either way,
That's why I was asking time frame. That's why I was asking time.
And I just want to put a. We can stop there now.
Yeah.
Right. So, you're able to get Kieran, your mother on.
Yeah, I'm gonna vacate the saddle and put my mom in and put Kara behind, and I'll rough ride a bit.
Rough ride. Yeah.
And then I will tell Dingus I'm gonna keep an eye out, but I want him to fly as fast and safe as he can to Capet.
Okay. Right. So you take off into the air again. You hear Alasanor closing the door once you've left. And you are able to fly over. Give me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Advantage still.
Advantage still? Okay.
And you can do a roll for Dingus as well.
Alright. Alright, okay. That's not bad for me. Come on, Dingus. Do better. You're smarter than me.
Right. Dingle, not so good.
Yeah, he's busy making sure he doesn't drop people.
You, however, are able to spot a couple of things. You too can see, Bono, the defense at House Capet as you're flying towards it, going pretty well. And you can see Argy starting to run back down along the docks.
Dingus, swing low to RG.
Argy, you see a familiar little sewer dragon moving down towards you.
Skids. Just stopped it. What's up? You got him? Do you need me to go get the tailor?
The tailor won't. Edward won't come with. He says he's gonna find his own way. I'm taking them in. Landor's bringing citizens into their yard, but there's no Goliaths attacking them. They're just standing around.
That's honestly a pretty obvious thing.
Also, there's a really big scary thing flying in the sky, and I think it's gonna eat me and Dingus.
I saw that.
I'm just saying, it's a big scary thing flying in the sky.
Both of you can also see and hear guards yelling at citizens now running to the docks to basically board ships. There are a few ships in dock, say about 3 or 4 on each thing, ranging from little tiny things to there's a couple of big ships as well.
We Dunkirking this?
Yeah. All right. I am also gonna look at RG as we give like a kind of a half turn around, probably flying on Dingus, and go tell the others I'm flying to the Temple of Amor as soon as I drop them off.
Will do.
I'll meet you somewhere. Be safe.
Will do. And she just kind of gives a quick salute and then gets going.
All right. And you're heading to?
This one I should probably try and meet up with the others, honestly.
There's those 2 more.
Also, use your radio.
Yeah, RG will just relay everything and then just start heading that way.
Okay.
Giffen's dropping her family off, and then she said, I'm coming back to you guys. It looks like Landor doesn't have it. They're letting people in, but they're not getting attacked. But there's something going.
Right. Okay. Back at Immor. Faldir and Corvus. You start to hear.
Cass has been...
You hear there's. I thought Cass was heading towards the keep, wasn't she?
No,
Cass...
I was told to go get the caravan.
Oh, the caravan. Oh, Jesus, you're running through the caravan.
And Cass was very unhappy about it, and nobody ever called Cass on the damn caravan.
Okay, Cass, you are running to get that caravan.
She probably would have heard about the gates falling and the dock plan at some point, but...
Well, Cass.
A caravan wouldn't have been
What route are you
fun.
taking to get to the caravan?
Probably the fastest route.
Directly down the street and then...
Yep.
Okay.
Straight back up, and I will if something gets in my way, it's getting its ass fucking kicked because she is actually just on the verge of going over.
So when you get to about here, right,
Mm-hmm.
you hear the roar of this wyvern in the sky.
Wyvern.
Wyvern.
Manticore, rather. Wyvern would be way worse.
Yeah.
You hear the roar of it. And as you start running down the street towards your caravan, that roar seems to be following you. You can hear that sort of reverberation, and you can hear the flapping of wings.
It's following me?
It's
Good.
following you.
I am hitting the brakes, grabbing my axe, and spinning. Doing a 180 while sliding.
All right. When you do that, you see the manticore swooping down low. And just as it's about to hit the ground, it veers up once again. However, the figure riding it jumps off. Its boots hitting the ground. And give me a perception check, please, with advantage. Okay. This figure, while more ornately clad now, far more, in fact, it's wearing some beautiful furs, is holding a long, jagged blade. And you search its face for a moment, and then it's like, you remember this dude riding on horseback as you try to charge him in Tarnstead and cut him to your side.
Yep, someone's ass needs to get kicked.
And
Orland, please guide my friends as we continue onward.
in broken common, says, you survived.
Caspia's response is stealing thunder! And I'm raging.
Okay, you're going to rage. All right.
Thundercast, go!
Now,
I was
sorry,
hoping for
everybody.
thunder hooves, but
for a moment, I need to give Cass her little moment.
Mm-hmm.
So we are all going to travel on down to, where is it?
Is it the map?
Random awkward street.
Oh, God.
I've never seen this map before. It is a surprise.
Look how awkward it is.
Yeah.
hey, Allie, I have
I'm
a
Allie.
quick out of character question.
Yes.
Since we're kind of backwoods people, how well do we know the gods? Like what they are for?
Yeah, you know. Oh god, you know more than enough for that. Yeah.
Okay, so I know more
We
gods.
pray to Orland right now
dragons
for
and
help with
stuff like
war
that.
and battle.
No.
Gonna pray to the god of love?
Hi, I'm part dragon.
Yeah, you got that.
Well, we're on a first name basis with all the gods.
No, only with one of them.
Hey,
Right,
But-
Tobbs, if you'd like to position yourself somewhere over here.
Okay, give me a second. I gotta.
Yes, it is a bad joke about how the gods have a singular name. That is what we refer.
Why is it all crooked?
Because the map
Because
was
houses-
created to be used at an angle with weird diagonal or set squares rather than
I was gonna say that was just because they didn't want, whoever built it, just like, fuck the lines.
I am losing my mind.
You have to have
Don't
one to
think
lose.
zoom in a
everybody.
lot and you won't see it. Zoom in a lot.
Cass, I'm going to give you first turn because you actually initiated this when he was posturing.
Yep. Okay, so I am going to charge this since I already declared.
You rage. Yep, you can
Rage.
get that for freebie.
We're gonna be out for a little bit, right? The rest of
Yeah.
us. Okay, because I need to hit
So
the
if
dial.
anyone wants to take potty breaks or get snacks,
That's what I need right now. Thank
Oh,
you.
are you kidding? I'm watching this. This is the rumble of the century.
I'm getting popcorn.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, you positioned yourself poorly.
What's your range?
I have a 50-foot range.
Oh, look, you put it closer.
Yeah, you told me to put myself by the bridge, so that I put myself as close as I thought I was allowed. So I am going. If that's the case, I am going to move all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
A flash horse.
I don't get my thunder because that would have gone off immediately when I raged. So that is done for this round. But I am charging and I'm going to swing.
Does it have to go off immediately when you rage?
Yes. Initially, when I do it, it goes off as soon as I rage. After that, it can occur at any point when I use my bonus action.
Okay.
Now, am I assuming my bonus action is consumed for this round?
Nope. You get it freebie.
Okay, so then I could technically zap him, but I'm not going to zap
I'm being
him.
generous.
I'm going to hit him. I do not.
Toby,
Actually,
he has a manticore. Zap him.
Yeah, you want him down quick, probably.
Please kill him quickly.
actually, my kick does more damage,
Okay.
technically. Because he can dodge it, yes, but he can't have it. So, I am going to reckless attack.
Okay.
So I am gaining my advantage.
Ooh.
Okay, that's a hit. Okay.
9,
Okay.
and then
Is
as
that with
my
your rage damage added on? Or your rage stuff?
No, I forgot to create a second one, so that's
Alright, so
11.
11.
Yep.
And then I'm going to kick. That's probably a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Okay. Then I am done.
Okay. So you charge him in a roaring rage, axe raised, and he looks a little surprised at just how sudden this was. And that surprise catches him off guard. That axe hits home, slices clear across his chest, and he lets out a cry of pain, but it's also accompanied by a sort of hearty laugh immediately after. And he yells out, good sport! And swings his on blade at you.
This is going to hurt.
17.
That hits.
Okay. 13.
I take all of it. Because is he considered magic at this point? Is it considered magic at this point?
Not in his hands.
Then I take 6.
You rolled a 10, though.
Ow.
And that is his turn.
Okay, back to me.
Yep.
Cass kind of looks at the slash, looks at him, smiles, and just stomps her hoof. I am expending my bonus action for lightning.
To
start.
Okay, that's text right.
Yep.
He fails.
He
So
takes
5
the
points
full
of damage.
5. And then I am swinging.
Nice.
That's a hit.
And
Very nice.
extra
16.
16, yeah.
Okay, so the stomp of the hoof. You can see him almost starting to laugh at this meager display until that lightning lashes into him, making his body judder and his guard drop, which allows you to plant this axe hit firmly in place. And there is a clear look of concern on his face now that this meager little thing that he fought before is suddenly putting up quite a resistance. And he will make a desperate wild spring. His body still juddering. He brings up the sword in one hand, unable to hold it with two, and swings at you with it. 12.
Okay.
Actually, 14 because you're reckless.
Yeah.
Yes. That matches my armor.
Okay,
he
so
wins.
that's a hit.
Okay.
All right, half
5.
that again. So 5, yeah.
And every time you're rolling it, he gets this max die.
Okay, so
And he
that
rolls hot.
takes- That takes me to 36. Okay, is he done?
He is done.
Cass is looking at the blow again, and she is going to stomp again. Oh,
Okay.
wrong button. Wrong
That's
button.
a kick.
We'll go with the kick.
You rolled well. Want to stick with the kick?
I'm going to stick with the kick. Why not?
Go on then, roll your damage.
Okay, so that's 24 to hit.
Okay.
8
6.
damage.
8. Oh, yes, raging. Yeah.
And then as she comes back around to swing, she's just going to simply say, "The thunder rolls with the steel shards at all times."
Okay, that's a hit.
16.
Nice.
Okay. So, how do you want to do this?
So he's going down.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Cass wheels around, kicks him, catches him just under the jaws, sending him back and onto his back. And as she comes around with the axe, she sees that he's not up, brings it up over her head, and just throws it straight into his chest while he's down.
Okay. So there is that look of bewilderment that how the fuck is this happening as he lands on his back and suddenly that axe slams into his chest and you see the light fade from his eyes.
That was his axe too.
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
It was his buddies. No, but this guy is the one who took a chunk out of me.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
And as you see him there laying dead, that little electrical surge that went from you, there's that electrical sparking coming from the blade he holds, and suddenly a little leap of energy, electrical energy, leaps from the blade to you, and then back and forth and back and forth.
I'm going to pick up the blade and look at it and just be like,
This
God
clearly
damn,
is a cursed magic item.
Yeah.
And when your hand crosses around it, that crackling energy surges up your arm, through your body, and rather than painful, it feels invigorating. And then it stops. And then you hear a voice in your head.
No.
Fuck!
Oh, mighty one. The way you felt him was a sight to behold.
And Cass is not even thinking about it. And she's going to take the guy's head because the way this guy's armored and the fact that he's riding a manicore, he has to hold some position.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to take his head, and while she's doing that, she's just going to go, he had it coming.
Yes. Of course he did. All your enemies shall have what comes to them from your hand.
Oh, and she's just literally not even thinking about it. No. This guy killed innocents, hundreds of innocents, all for what reason, I don't know. He tried to kill me. He tried to kill my friends. That's not going to stand. Now he's trying to burn Dolwood. He's not going to do that today. And as she holds up the head, and I assume he had a helmet on.
He had this sort of little half-plate helmet, yes.
Yeah, and she's going to. Is there a nearby bag she can put it in?
I think you have one.
Yeah, she's going to put it in just a bag by itself, and she's going to be like, "We're going to get this fixed." As she holds the sword, but now we got to go grab a caravan.
Still want to the caravan, okay.
That's the last thing she was told.
Yeah. Right, so you continue the journey on towards to get the caravan. Heedless of the item that is.
At this point, is just pissed beyond belief to actually rationally think about that.
I'm back.
Hi, Becky.
Just in time.
There was a strange blade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Strange blade left behind, or does strange blade gotten?
Valdir and Corvus.
I heard a head, so I figured whoever that was is dead now.
So, Shire busy directing people here, and there's actually another guard that seems to be running down from the keep, out of breath, and seems to have sprinted. Sir, the Maris says these portals, they're linked. And the Shire goes, linked, spit it out, man. Linked how? The energy, they're all connected, all open from the same thing. He says he can see it like a beacon, and he sort of gestures his arms over towards. Can anybody guess where?
Oh,
Mandor.
the meaty soup bone.
Correct, the meaty soup bone. No, it's over towards House Landor, but that's in the direction of meaty soup bone. So who knows?
Ooh, it was the bartender all along. Got it.
Where am I at this point, by the way?
You wanted to You
wanted
wanted to stop in here, didn't you?
Well, I wanted to know when I got there. I wanted to pick up from there.
You'll basically be there. So I just need to handle this real quick.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, there's gonna be jumping back and forth. Better. Yeah. You guys hear him say that, and the Shire is going, and this means, as Maris thinks, you can stop it there. Cut the portals off at least.
Get as many innocents to safe haven as you can. We're gonna go there.
He looks at you as if like this is a stupid thing to ask civilians to do, but you've proved yourself, so
He's not
Not
asking us
civilians.
to do
We're
anyways.
adventurers
Yeah.
now.
yeah. he looks at you and just sort of nods briefly like, okay, if you can cut off any more coming through, we might be able to salvage this.
Corvus should be within basically right by me.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm right
Okay.
here.
This is right there.
I know you had run down slightly.
I
to
would have
get a look
run
at
back
something, but I
immediately.
assumed that you
Yeah.
came back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like you're gonna have a chance for revenge. Going to grab the device and be like, it seems we're gonna have to go to House Landor to try and stop this. It may be the last chance, and it may not go well. Up to you if you want to come. That's just everybody who has one of these.
Are we restricted on anything?
Nope.
That's why I'm sending back. Because
Cass
I'm
is
not
coming.
there. So.
Cass is going, well, I almost have the caravan. I have a gift for the Shire Reef.
We'll deal with that later.
Uh-oh.
Either help evacuate people or help us try and end this at the house.
Can you
Let's
let
kick
him
some
know
ass.
that the Manticore Rider is dead?
Kronos, can you repeat what you said?
RG just basically said through, let's kick some ass.
Okay. Sorry, you both came in at the same time. I caught Toby while I didn't catch you. And someone talked to Gifted.
Fortunately, I just passed RG.
Well,
Right.
yelling is a perfectly viable way of trying to tell people stuff.
Okay.
The man says,
Black-
RG will
Blackie.
just keep yelling.
What is the condition at the temple?
The temple is standing. It's a little thing.
Is it being attacked or
It does not seem to be under attack itself right now. You can see this is the Church of
I
Tamari.
think that was Tamari, yeah.
Yeah.
Does there seem to be
You can see what looks to be a priestess ushering people inside.
okay. I just wanted to make sure that since there are love, care, and passion, I just wanted to make sure that there was someone there, so if case people were coming.
Yeah.
I'm going to. Is she at the front door?
Yes.
I'm going to step over and just let her know that there's fighting over for the King's Mercy. Just make sure she isn't caught by surprise.
Yeah. I'm aware. You need refuge. We have some space still.
No, thank you. Have I got? Is this before or after that call went out? By the way,
I'll say it's after.
we're gonna go try to cut off the flow of them. Thank you for offering, ma'am.
She just nods at you and readdresses her attention to getting people in.
So, actually, I must review. Should I meet you down there, Eldred, or should I go straight to Landor? I'm over by Temple of Tamari.
Let's go in together.
Okay. At this point, I'm not stealthing anymore. I'm just going to use all three moves to head back.
All right, you're starting to head over there. Uggy.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Actually, quick question.
All right, what's the question first?
I didn't hear it, but just as curiosity, there was a mage that could see it.
Mhm.
Have I spied anything unusual?
Have you cast any form of detect magic?
I have not. That's why I was curious. I do not actually have access to that, but I wasn't sure if it was just a thing or not. So
No.
that was why I was curious. Thank you.
Right, RG.
RG, when they mentioned someone get a holy gift, is actually going to start looking around and yelling, "Gifton!"
Give them perception check for you and Dingus.
Oh, I.
Oh, God.
Sorry about this, Kronos, but we're really bad at this. So I'm gonna roll him first.
Yay!
That's
Hey!
Dingus. All right.
Yeah.
Now let's roll Gifton.
Yeah.
Cause do I get advantage or is this
I'm
normal?
expecting.
No, this is normal.
I'm expecting a nat 20.
Oh.
Yay!
Wow.
close.
Yeah.
Okay. You can hear it, and you get Dingus beeping at you. He's like, can hear RG calling.
All right. I'm gonna bank back down. What is it?
They figured out where the portals or something are linked to. Something about Magic Huju. We should get there.
Where?
Can you remind me which place it was?
House Landor.
Landor.
It's all coming out of Landor.
All right. Well, I gotta drop them off for. Actually,
Okay.
shit. Dingus, take
Drop them off to meet us there.
No, Dingus, take them the rest of the way. RG, grab me.
Oh
Okay.
my.
And RG will just
Okay.
lightly grab Gifton and
Ugh.
Dingus is going to meep at you frantically,
Uh,
and you're getting those impressions of can't leave again, can't leave you again.
Please take care of my family, Dingus.
There's a sort of a really high pitched little whimpery meep that you get from him before the head bobs sadly, and you get a flash of "come find you."
Come find me.
And
RG just looks up. I'll keep her safe.
meep. And Dingus is going to start flapping off, and then like you get that flash of "we're safest, we're safest, we're safest."
Capet, take them to Capet. They'll know what
And
to
he
do.
Starts flying over there. Okay. And are you guys going to head straight for Landor?
Yeah, I'm basically putting RG in, or I'm putting the Gifton into my hair so she doesn't hold on to it. I'm just bolting.
Okay. Fowler and Corvus,
It's washed.
are you heading straight there?
I'm gonna somewhat pack up the device a little bit because I assume it's not easy to walk around with.
Yeah, you
It
could basically
out,
strap
but-
it to your back if you wanted.
It's like
No,
a radio
I'm gonna
backpack.
Bjorn it. I'm gonna put it in my freaking front.
Nice.
Hide it in the beard. Beard of holding.
I mean, technically magical items, so really not going to take damage. So.
Yeah. No. I'm just.
I mean,
going
does that
to-
technically make it the best arm in the world?
Yes.
Sweet.
As you're packing that up, you can actually see a large contingent of guards starting to come down the street from the keep, and they are spreading out, carrying real heavy armament. There's large fucking rifles. They are in full plate with sword and shield. It seems the guard is actually mobilizing properly now.
It's good to see.
You can even hear the sound of cracking cannons coming from the keep itself, and if you look up at all, you see explosions in the air as if they're trying to target this fucking manticore.
Which is now
Ballistas.
just,
You need to use ballistas, not cannons.
Nah, they re-nerfed ballistas.
Cannons are fine. You just need to use You just need to use canister shot.
Very
Yeah.
grape shot, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm heading to Landor. I think I'm gonna go by the main square though.
Yeah. Okay. As you start to move away from Imor, you do hear some frantic shouts from inside of it. But the guard contingent is coming down the street past it, and you see the Shire sort of going, "What the hell is that noise?" and heading back inside. At the head of the guard contingent, you see, you've all seen him. There's a familiar form of a mage on horseback, Maris from the interrogations you all had.
Yay!
That's not good for me.
And he seems to have a squad with him that is splitting off from the rest and starting to ride past you as if heading straight for Landor itself.
Well, I'm gonna rush.
You're gonna keep up. You're gonna flag him down. What are you gonna do?
I'm just going to start rushing. Actually, if he's passing us, I guess I'll yell out, "Going to Landor as well."
He lets his men continue on, but you see him briefly pull up his horse and look back at you. Fort Chamber, yes. You're going?
We're going.
Right.
They all are
Demanding-
going.
We'll be demanding them let us in, surrender their arms. If they don't comply, well, you know how it goes. And he continues on.
So, I
As
have
an
a
expectation of keep up.
I have a curiosity.
Yes.
As an adventurer,
Yes.
does being an arcane spellcaster keep you out of the army?
No.
Okay. Is that something I would know?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure because this is a very
Now
important
hold
character.
on. There was a mage in that adventuring party that got killed
Uh-huh.
because they had a pseudo dragon.
Uh-huh.
That
Yes.
doesn't matter if they already served their time.
Uh-huh.
Or if they
Sure.
are of a noble house, because it seems the nobles can get
There's
around
lots
it.
of special dispensations. You just
Or
won't get
if
one of those.
they weren't
It's just-
actually registered as a mage, and
There's
you know.
loads of different possibilities.
See,
What happens if
someone
we point
has
out
planned.
that he's a dragon?
Ain't gonna
Yeah.
matter.
You bet
We
I
I'm not a
should-
pure dragon.
We should focus.
Yeah, I know.
Just
I was just
keep
checking.
that in mind.
That's why I
yeah.
asked, just because I wanted to know about that.
Yeah,
Because that's a very
That's gonna be very bad for you.
Corvus, Carrick would keep that in mind. So
Yeah. Okay. Judging by all the distances you're all at, you're all going to be able to converge on this at about the same time. In fact, RG and Corvus, Carrick rather, RG and Carrick, and Cassie actually, you'll be able to get there ahead of everyone else.
Okay.
So you will come from various directions towards the front of House Landor's gates, and you can see a big stream of civilians rushing in. This well-armed house is offering refuge from this Goliath assault.
We better wait for the others to get here.
I'm going to grab my stone.
Mhm.
There's a lot of civilians going in.
Didn't we converge?
Well, we got there before.
Oh.
I'm coming from this direction, so.
Okay.
And
Castle's kind of at the corner.
Would they use them as shields?
RG, you've got Gifton with you, so yeah, you'll be seeing this as well.
Mhm.
Probably right there. Is probably
Yeah,
right
and
now.
I suppose if you're asking Faldi that, would they?
I'm just. It's. I guess it's. I should say it's not really a question. It's kind of one of those questions that I don't expect
Rhetorical.
someone to answer. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the word.
You do hear that musing Faldi.
Well, I'm not gonna fumble trying to grab the thing out.
Yeah, fucking reverse from coming from your back.
Yeah, I'm just going to continue trying to rush that way.
And you are eventually able to get there as well.
People.
You can see Marison, his men,
Racist.
dismounting, and standing watching the crowd of civilians, and you're able to catch up.
Oh, did you take the side alley?
I mean, that would be the quickest way for me to go
Okay.
from Tamari
Okay.
to there. So
And Carrick, strange enough, House Landor is offering refuge. The gates of the Tarn Church are barred. They are shut tight. And you can actually see people at the entrances sort of like calling out for help.
interesting. Wait, so there's people at the church right now?
Yes, on the outside of it, at the
I'm
doors.
I'm gonna call them. Shit, I'm trying. Tamari's offering shelter, and they're gathering people at the docks. I'm gonna shout to them also.
You mean more?
No, he's saying because he went to the Tamari temple earlier.
Yeah, Tamari's closer than Namora is to
she's
where
basically
they are.
redirecting people. Go to the docks or
Yeah.
go to the Tamari temple or
Yeah.
anywhere else because they're not letting people in at Talon for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
And a few people do seem to heed this, and you see people going off in various directions. Some running for the docks, some heading for the other temples. There do seem to be a few devout and faithful, expecting these doors to open at any moment.
They open. Horde of Goliath comes out.
Boogie, boogie, boogie.
Turns out to be pathflings in trench coats.
But you're all able to spot each other and meet up by Maris.
Mm-hmm.
Maris looks very concerned.
So they have civilians in their body shields.
And you should point over Talon, and Talon is not letting people in.
Maris, can you see which building it is?
It's. I thought it was Landor, but he points at the church. Seems to be emanating from there.
Talon.
Then let's open the door.
Let's do it.
Cassie?
Yes. And Cass looks like she's been through a grinder right now.
I'm just going to give her a smile.
As this is happening, I'm just going to pull my toolkit out, my thieves' kit, just in case. Because I know what this plan is, and just in case, I'm ready to pick it. Because I'm pretty sure they're pretty big doors.
They are huge doors, and they're probably barred from the inside by a thing. But
No, yeah. So I probably wouldn't be able to pick it anyways.
Nope.
Are there windows?
there are.
RG, windows.
Now, they're fairly high up, but say the ridiculously athletic and acrobatic of you, maybe within reach.
Mm-hmm.
RG, you got rope?
I mean, I think so. And she's actually going to reach and rummage and pull out rope.
I'm gonna look. Maris, are we?
Permission to
Property
disrupt
damage is okay.
Permission to break into the temple, sir.
Maris is going to give you all a look. He's going to look at the beautiful, beautiful stained glass weapon.
I'm going to shoot an arrow into the stained glass.
Okay. Roll me an attack roll, please, Sam.
Okay.
Actually, you don't even have to do a roll to hit. Just do me damage.
Do my damage? Okay. Let me...
I think you have to roll to hit in order to do.
Yeah, I have to do a roll to hit. I am gonna say, Talon, forgive me. Oh, that's a good hit too. 9 points of damage.
Okay, so there's a little tink, and you see a bit of the glass shatter, like this tiny little hole. And there's a little crack from it, and then Maris is just going to hold out his hand and launch a fireball at the windows, which suddenly explode. And he just waves. Those that can get in that way. The rest of you follow me to the front.
Yes, sir.
And he can move with his men to the front door.
I'm going to put my daggers away and pull the short bow as we're going around, because I don't know what things would be like.
So I think those of us who can get in that way pretty much means me. Do you want acrobatics or athletics?
I'm writing RG.
Oh my.
You know what? The way the church's ornamentation is outside and the way they have all the little sticky out bits, I will allow an acrobatics.
I was going to say, Carrick theoretically should be able to get in that way.
I have a 2 or a 0.
You did incredibly well with that guy who was following you. For that.
Yeah, I'll let that happen.
Well, if you remember, I bring inspiration.
What was your question, Cass?
The head I took, was this the exact same guy who was leading the Tarnstead raid?
Nope. No, the guy that was leading.
This was the dude that personally cut into you at Tarnstead.
Okay, I just wanted to make absolutely sure on that because he just had better armor this time.
It wasn't that big of a badass.
It basically looked like he got a promotion.
Yeah.
And Cass, what did you do? You're all... Can you hold still for a second?
Cass smiles. I killed the Manticore rider.
Wonderful. Hold still.
Now expecting her to get a tattoo of just like a Manticore with a line
Why are you
through it.
bleeding out of so many new holes?
So, RG and Gifton, you're the only ones going through this window, right?
Yep. Well, and any
Same
guards
here.
that are following us.
None of them are following you through the fucking window.
Archie will
Um,
actually, when she gets to the top, she'll actually tie
Okay.
off her rope on something up there. And
Oh, okay.
Right there.
In that case, everyone else could follow RG if they want up the rope. Cass, you could, but it would be a bit tricky.
So I get 11 points back from Corvus.
Yep.
If
So I
that's
have
being
to
done,
spend a
I'll-
hit die.
No, that's immediate healing.
Sweet. I'm back to full.
in that case, what would is it like a 10 check?
It's an athletics. I think with a rope, it's DC 5.
It's DC 5 with
okay.
for
Then
athletics.
I will
Oh,
attempt.
athletics?
Climb.
I'll
Yeah.
go
Nope.
through the window.
I ain't doing it.
Wow.
I failed to even make it up the rope a little bit.
I like to think
So-
that, like, you
Behind his
pulled
body,
on the
he
rope,
goes.
a piece of little stained glass fell on you, and you immediately let go.
yeah, no, never mind. I'll stay.
Gonna go follow the mage now because I feel bad.
Lucky, I'm giving you a single point of damage. Okay.
Gonna kill me. I know it. I'm gonna get exactly all but 1 damage.
All right. Who else
Alex-
is following up the rope?
I'm going to try.
Go for it. I believe you have
A
was
lot
it
of
disadvantage
problems.
for climbing checks. As
Yeah.
Centaur? No, it's just double distance, right?
It's quad distance.
Quad distance. I'm gonna require 2 rolls from you to get all the way up.
So athletics.
Yep, you're fine.
Ooh.
You're fine.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Right,
Yeah.
right up that thing.
I'm
so
really
you grab onto the
concerned
rope
about the-
and plant all fours against the wall, and your arms burn as you basically
Batman
start to
up the
pull
wall.
your weight up.
You
Yeah, but
stand
this is gonna be
walking
what-
up.
This is one of those intimidating moments for people watching the Centaur scale a
You
building.
do hear one of the guards go, "By the gods!"
But by the way, Archie, when Cassiopeia clears the top of that and comes down beside us, there is the most amazing pinch to your scalp that you would not believe.
I like to think the only reason Cassie did it is because I failed so badly. She's like, I can show you how to do this.
Archie's just
Corvus.
gonna look over and go, not who I was expecting, but cool.
I think Eric's just sad.
Corvus watches Carrick fall on his ass, watches Cass wall walk the church, looks at his cane, unlocks it, pulls his rapier out, going to the door.
I'm going to follow the mage.
So
Cass is in a good mood right now. Cass is in a very good mood. She can do
So,
anything.
The 3 of you, the 4 of you then decide. No, 3 of you. Yep. Dingus isn't here. I keep counting Gift and Dingus as one unit in my mind.
Yeah.
And the rest of you follow Maris around to the front, who just tosses 2 fucking fireballs into the front door to splinter the wood and
He's
bring it
done.
fucking down. And he's about to direct everybody in when there is the sudden yelling of Goliaths from behind you all. And a whole lot of them start charging out these little alleyways. And because this is how it works cinematically, Maris is going to have his guards hold the line and get the rest of you to get in and end this.
All right, so I've renamed Maris Karahi, and I will go into the building.
We'll hold the line.
All right. Okay. Let me shift everybody over. I had so many maps of where you guys might end up. Okay. For the window folks,
Window folks.
I'd like you to position yourselves over here.
Okay.
And for the door folks, of course, at the front.
In the foyer or outside still?
You can just come into the foyer.
Hey, that's the sound that
Cassiopeia is
Cassie
making
was
recently.
making coming out of the window.
See, I like to think that this is actually how we're winning. Is we bust down the door and then the train just drives right through the church, and we're like, "Hey, actually, question:
Oh shit! Is it
I'm
Doom
at it.
Current?
was the stained glass that that was broken? Was that the one that Thaldir
That's towards the back. You guys went through the side. You can break
That's
it
our
once you get in there
exit
if you
plan.
want.
No, I want to keep it. That's what I was making sure. Because,
Okay.
it's pretty...
Sorry for the train. They're annoying.
Well, you shouldn't
Well, you
be
should
on the
probably
train.
all roll initiatives.
We are missing 1 token.
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh no, Giston's on Argy. Man, blend in. Okay.
Yeah,
Good man.
that face change is just glorious, though.
Let me bring up the initiative count thing.
Well, you'd automatically do when someone rolls.
Stop rolling for now. I need to
Oh.
clear this.
Oh.
Oh, I don't see anything in it. So
Right. Go ahead and roll again. Just enter your old numbers in.
I went up one number technically with that.
Oh, come on.
I'm putting it back to the first number I rolled.
Okay, so Cass is on a rampage tonight.
Well, good news.
It's not
You're actually
suppository.
going to go before me.
Oh, yeah. I guess so.
Yep.
Go for both.
Hey,
of
I
you.
get to go before Cassiopeia. Oh, hey, there's a guy.
Okay. And what's the nameplate not showing? Show name.
Orlin. Orvin. Whatever
You are so
his name is.
terrible with names, Marcus.
I know.
Orville Redenbacher.
Orville.
Orville Redenbacher.
Oh man, he's going to use his
Okay.
popcorn to defeat us.
Yes.
So, those of you that have entered, which is all of you, the chapel is basically deserted, at least in the immediate pews and such. However, towards the altar and so on at the back, you can see Father Aurel. His back turned to you all, and in front of him, arranged on these sort of just crude wooden posts that have been put up, just hanging from rope and chain. Seems whatever they could find to fix them, are various of the various priests of Tilan, and they all seem to have energy coming from them, feeding off into this little arcane sigil that is on the altar itself. They all look a little worse for wear, and in fact, a couple of them seem to be dead. It looks like their bodies are gaunt, hollow, and drained.
Okay, so this doesn't seem like a willing thing.
This is not a willing thing.
Okay.
Might have started out as well.
There's whips and change involved. I don't think it's willing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there could be willing, and you have to do it to keep them.
And there are familiar faces for Fowler and such. You know, the young priest that he harassed. There is Father Turner back there, strung up.
Yeah. Ooh, I wonder if Father Bell is among them. I would assume so.
Dead, probably.
Yeah, he's an old guy, so
Mhm.
yeah, that's not going to work out well for him.
All right, and let me roll Mr. Orel's initiative. Mr. Orel, you're not a real priest. Okay, let's order that. As you all enter in, you hear his voice booming, yelling, "You dare enter my sanctuary, filthy interlopers!"
Oh shit.
You're doing ritualistic sacrifice, you crazy asshole.
Yo, God, how
That's in character.
I have a quick question.
There's no citizens around, is there?
Nope.
I have a quick.
Where are all the people?
We're not in the.
They didn't
we're
let
not
anyone in
Landor.
here.
It was
They were
like-
going
Oh,
down
that's
to
right.
We're in the
Landor,
chapel,
not here.
Lucky.
Brain's wrong one.
All right.
I wanted to be told.
Can
I
I-
wanted to be Landor
Yeah,
really
Sam.
bad.
What's it, Sam?
Technically, I have a higher bonus than Cassiopeia. Would I go before her?
Yes, initiative breaks.
Alright.
If everybody after this game, everybody could do me a favor, go into the mechanical section of the sheet. There is an option to add Dex tiebreaker.
Okay, I will fix that on mine. So
Ah, there we go.
Done.
Got it.
done.
I thought I
All right.
figured that out.
All right. So I'm assuming I'm first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do action movie move because I have a feeling of who's gonna move quick
Mhm.
and who's gonna charge. I am leaping from RG onto Cassiopeia, and I'm grabbing on.
Okay, nice. Smart.
See you at the finish line, and that's probably my whole action because I'm just gonna do that leap.
Okay. Alright. Cass.
Okay. Just a technical question. I don't
Yeah.
have any of the sword abilities aside from it just being magic at this point, right?
You have the first tier of it. everything on
Oh.
the first tier.
So it's considered attuned.
Oh.
Yes. These things are auto-attuned, basically. I just
Okay,
have
so-
attuned to keep track of the fact they take up a slot.
Okay, so I have a. Do I have understanding of how this thing works? Just
It's basically inherent.
okay.
The sword will guide you.
Okay, so we know this fucker's been causing trouble, so I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50. As Cass moves, she's actually pulling out that jagged ass sword.
Mhm.
And she's starting to arc up, but she's not raging yet.
Mhm.
I am expending my 1 daily charge
Mhm.
of lightning bolt.
Okay.
And
You have issues of line of sight.
yeah, dang it.
I
Yeah.
think
I was
you would
trying to get
honestly have been better off going this way.
Yeah,
If you
So-
go up for the pews, honestly, that's what I would hope for because I'll get a clean shot when you do that.
yeah.
You might want to
okay,
just
so
run straight this
Also,
way.
no tip, the pews will make great cover.
25, 13,
Yeah, and they light on fire
5,
really good
10,
too, I'm
15,
sure.
25, 30, 35, 40.
I'm gonna find out they're magically imbued. To not
Okay, I will
catch on
move
fire.
to there.
Okay.
That should give me the range. What's the spell range on this?
100 foot.
No, that's going to be too far away.
Yeah, it's 145.
Okay, so I'm not going to do that just yet. But what I am going to do is I'm going to
Do
declare
another move.
dash.
Yeah.
Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay. And I get to ignore difficult terrain because I'm dashing.
Okay.
That's
Right,
crazy.
so you just leap your way over these chairs like some kind of fucking horse doing 3-day shit. Yeah, is that your turn?
Yeah, but I have drawn the sword.
Okay. Right. Father Aurel glances back over his shoulder, and there's a sneer of disgust and clear madness in his eyes as he rolls about. And let's see, who can you see? You can see everyone else further back, but Cassie, you are right there.
Hmm.
I am a big target.
You are a big target.
I'm a very angry target too.
Hmm.
Right. And he is going to. Oh god, what just happened? Oh. That's okay. It's okay.
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do.
Okay. When you start charging towards him, he yells out, "Let the holy fire burn bright and purge away your sins." And he is going to summon a flaming sphere 60 feet away from him. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, thanks for not pasting anything about that. Thanks, game.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's one of the problems with
one
spells.
second.
That's why I have to do it as a spell card.
If you put
Second.
more partial isn't enough, you've got to go with full.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna just look up what Flaming Sphere does. It's a 5-foot diameter fire, toys with my feet. Creature takes 2d6 damage. It's a dexterity saving throw.
Yep,
And as
he's
a
just readying this.
and as a bonus action, you can move it up to 30 feet.
Which I think I have fire
Which he should be able to move it once he gets it out.
plate.
Oh my.
Because
There they
60,
are, lovely,
and
gorgeous.
Then, yeah, he won't be able to get to us with it though.
Let's just throw that down. Green
Oh.
stick.
I can copy it out of the index thing. Do you want me to paste it?
Yeah, sure, if you want to. Okay.
Wow, that
and-
did weird, funky miss,
Yeah.
but okay.
Right, you see it. A flaming ball of fire, as say I want to do, appears right here and the pew catches on light.
Oh.
Yeah, I can move it now.
Yeah, you can move it 30 feet.
Yeah.
It won't reach us, but it'll get close.
No, it will.
Oh, it will?
Yeah.
I guess it will, yeah.
And
Shit.
it is going to then go.
And it just has to be within 5 feet of you, so.
And basically tries to impact into you guys. Dex saving throw.
Yeah.
Can I, since Gifton's riding me,
Nice.
she comes.
I'd give advantage to Gifton in that case.
Okay.
She's being
What is-
dragged.
You see?
The DC is 15. So you are both half damage?
Okay.
Yeah, half damage. So half of 9. Round down 4. You take 4 damage.
Ow.
Oh, actually, not because of his thing. You take 6 damage.
Ow.
'Cause
Ah,
his-
hot, 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 hot!
Unless, is that already accounted for it? Oh, it's already accounted for it. Nope, you take 4 damage. You just rolled really shit.
Okay. Got it.
Wow, he rolled shit.
That's good with me.
Yeah. Okay, and that is his turn. Carrick.
Okay. Oh, that's a measurement still. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This is just normal terrain still, right? The lines? The dotted
Yes.
lines? Okay.
There's representing arches up above you. So 4 plenty.
Okay. Actually, 1, 2. Okay. So, move. Bonus action to move.
Mhm.
And firing an arrow. At disadvantage.
Because it's long range.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm still. Well, yeah, because I'm pretty sure if I'm within range. No, I have a very small, but yeah, that's within second range character, but not the first. So it'll be disadvantage. As soon as I push the correct button and get my character sheet back up. So I am at. Nope, not advantage. Disadvantage. I'm pretty sure an 8 does not work.
Yep, it sails past him.
Yep. But hey, we're starting. And that is everything I am doing because that is my move, my action, my action, my move, and my bonus. So I am done.
Okay. All right, Augie Fowl.
I am going to. Just figuring out my thing. Yeah, that's the best move I can make. Is I'm just going to burn 2 move and get behind this pillar.
Okay. All right. Corvus Adalas.
Corvus is going to. Yeah, he pulled his rapier out, so that's what he has. So he's going to move to the other side. I can do 30 plus 30, so 90.
Mm-hmm.
35 to there. 90 to there. Okay. And that's it.
All right, Fowl, yeah. Get the
All right.
for next going.
Yay. Well, that's the furthest I can. But I will get out my. I will get out my hand axes.
Rogues and monks and centaurs on my, and then Stubby. Okay. Gifton.
Well, I can't shoot while I'm riding Cassiopeia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hop off to the square here.
Yep.
Just kind of climb, tumble down her really quick, and then I should be able to shoot him from here.
Yeah. He's very much out in the open.
Yep. I am going to call out as loud as I can in the big echoey church. Never cruel, never cowardly. And shit. Doing a regular shot, and then I'm going to sort of trip on it.
Okay.
Because I don't need to hit. DC
Okay.
14 dexterity saving throw.
Right. The shot itself misses.
Yep, the arrow goes
but-
phew, and then
Yep.
the seeds start.
Yep.
So
Right, so let's roll his dex.
I'm gonna tear him to the ground
Save
if I can. Damn it!
21. I am afraid not.
Yep.
So you see these little fines starting to try to wrap around his legs, but he definitely moves aside.
Mhm. All right, and that's my turn.
Okay. Kessel.
Okay. Cass, as soon as I can find my mouse cursor, is going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. She's stopping there.
His movement is considered halved, by the way.
She is, since she has the sword out, she is slamming it tip into the stones. She is pointing and going, "You will harm these people no more. I am Cassiopeia Steel Shod, the Thunderhoof, and I am drawing down the lightning on him."
Okay. It is 100-foot line. There are people behind him.
Did you want to do it when you were maybe a little further back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
you want to try and catch him with a tip?
I want to catch him full in it, but these people
catch
are around the back here.
Yeah, catch him with the tip. You can do it.
Hit it
if you
from-
do it when you're in front of Gifton, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Dang it. I was just hoping to get a little bit closer so I could rush him next turn.
You can still move after, cast, and then move.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that.
So just leave your character where you had it. Just say you're casting it early first, and then run forward. Just put yourself where you were.
There.
Okay, go ahead and roll your lightning damage.
Lightning attack.
Oh,
Wow, your DC saving throw is low.
Yeah, she's got a real bad.
Yeah.
Charisma.
Okay, so half damage.
14.
Yeah, that's
Still
still a substantial chunk. Okay.
And there's just this boom. And she's going to grab her sword and start rolling down the aisle.
Right. Okay, Father Aurel, fringing in pain, his body convulsing briefly, sneers at you. And as he's almost doubled over in pain, he just glances up and whips his hand out towards you. And please give me a dex saving throw. As fire leaps, radiant fire. Okay, take 6 damage instead.
Okay. I'm assuming that is halved by Barbarian Rage, or you're not raging yet?
I'm not raging yet.
Yeah.
And no, it wouldn't. Barbarian Rage would not catch it.
Yeah,
Barbarian Rage only does
he's not,
base damages.
Also,
He's not the one type.
he needs to do a concentration saving throw for his flaming spear.
Oh, yes, because he took damage. Yeah, good catch.
This is important to me because I realize bonus action, he's moving that flaming spear, and I can't outrun it.
It's a big sun gift, and
Yeah, he's good.
I'm gonna say one thing, and
What's up?
Sam's gonna hate me for this. Since she ended hers within 5 feet of it, she had to make a saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Was it Dex?
Yep,
Yes.
dex save, and I will roll that damage again.
Yeah, I failed.
Okay, so you take 15 points.
Ow.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, you just need to stay away from it at the end of your turn.
Yeah,
You
so,
can actually be in the middle of it for your turn. which is-
Yeah.
he lashes out you with that radiant flame leaping from his fingertips cast, and then his hand pulls back and oof, and it gets to there, and the sphere just comes up a little short of hitting you.
Okay.
Okay, Carrick.
Okay, because you're really bloody damn big church. This is curiosity. Yeah, of course I zoomed in too much.
Yeah, this is a little of Ali's cruelty showing when you have a party that's primarily melee and a character that's ranged. It's like, why wouldn't he try and choose a thing that's
Good for him.
Beneficial.
makes you run up to him?
Mm-hmm.
No problem. I wanted to use the acid this turn because the quicker I can use it, the more research it has. But I'm just going to take another disadvantage shot on him.
How high is the poppet he's on?
Not very high, enough that you guys could even just leap up on it.
Okay, so cool. So I don't have to make any changes to my movement.
I'll
Wait
just
a
say,
second. Wait a second.
If you want to go not upstairs, it's an extra 5 feet.
The mage didn't come in, right?
Nope.
Is somebody doing something to their nose?
Sorry, my sinus is doing something terrible. I was trying to get out.
Let me double check that range because.
Okay. All right.
Magic missile.
Yeah, he will and that is going to be nasty for the concentration checks.
Yep.
All right.
Unfortunately, that was my last slot, but.
All right. 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he passes them.
Yep. But he takes
11 points damage.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right, is that your turn?
Yes. Movement
Right.
bonus to double move and shoot. Well, magic.
You can hear him cursing at you angrily every time one of these impacts him, searing into his robes.
I think it's RG's turn.
RG.
Yeah, I'm just really double checking something. I'm just seeing exactly what I can do with Flurry of Blows because I've got a shorthand, but I want to make sure I can actually do what I'm intending with it. Actually, I'll do something else.
Can't take him alive.
From where I am, I'm going to burn a key to give myself the dash action.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives me more than enough movement to get right up in his grill.
Nice.
And then I'm going to bop him.
Okay, go for it.
First hit.
All right, hit.
Damage, 7. And then the offhand, I think 12 probably misses.
Yeah, that's miss.
Okay, and that's all I can do with that.
Okay. Oh, that's a nice hit, though. Okay. All right, Corvus.
Move, move, move.
Am I there?
Cursing.
5 short of him.
Cursing with every step. That's it.
Ellie,
I'm Ellie.
another con save.
Oh, yes, because he got whacked. Thank you for reminding me, people.
Hey.
Okay, he's good.
If we only could give him disadvantage.
Yep.
All right, Faldir.
All right. Crap. Allie, at some point you're probably gonna have to cut me off here.
Mhm.
Because I'm going to start talking.
Okay, I'll
and-
give you 6 seconds.
So first of all, I'm going to move this character to where he's going to move.
We need to give you boots of haste.
I feel his pain more than anyone
Don't worry,
else.
the vestige will actually be covering Haddan's movement issues a little bit.
I don't know. The fact that I'm a cavalier is just ridiculously hilarious to me.
Well, I mean, that's the problem is he's used to being on top of a horse, and he don't have his horse with him no more.
Yeah.
No, I'm not used to being on top of a horse. I've just nerfed him. As I walk, I'm going to roar. Crap. Yeah, I'm going to have to do this one first. Going to roar. Talon, if you can, help us prevent this desecration of your temple.
Ooh, nicely worded.
Okay. Right, yeah, you can get that all in 6 seconds. Right. Okay. Give me a religion check, please.
Crap.
Okay. Alright, moving on. Gifton.
Should have clapped.
I'm gonna burn the
Oh, right, yeah. Okay.
Well, fuck.
Nice. Okay.
I think
Just
you
sitting there
used
eating
all
popcorn
your.
going, yeah, not good enough.
I think you burned all of your karma for this when you cracked the glass.
All right. Give the.
Bonus action, sleep arrow. Hate is always foolish. Love is always wise.
Okay.
Uh,
13. That hits.
That's hit.
All right.
Alright, he has to roll a saving throw.
Yeah.
DC 10, and I do 12 points of damage to him.
Nice. Okay.
Oh.
He's fine.
But he
12
has to make a
points.
concentration
And also
check.
saving throw, please, for his saving his thing.
All right, and he's fine on that. He's pretty baller.
He is pretty
And
baller.
that was 12 points of damage. You said.
Yeah, 12 points of damage.
Ho ho ho.
Yeah, and then Gifton's
good.
actually limping forward.
Aw. Little burn baby.
That's almost all my hit points are gone right now.
Hint,
Okay.
hint,
Fantastic.
There's like a little trail of blood.
Okay, so I'm just going to say I'm taking my full move to here.
Uh-huh.
And I do have an image to show exactly what is going to be happening in the next 6 seconds.
Only if you hit, so roll
Please
first.
don't say kill him.
If they don't kill him.
At this point, she's going rage mode.
Yeah,
Crap.
So-
you're gonna kill him.
Yeah. She's going rage, which means she is now within range, so she is hitting him.
I'm not even going to bother to roll to half that because I can't. So,
Does he go down?
no,
Oh,
no,
damn.
it's just I can't.
No, it's
No, I
fine.
just thought it would be really funny.
No.
Zap!
I'd say you have to roll your
Wait a
cons.
second.
Actually, you do have to roll
I
a
do.
con
I
check
do have to
because
roll
it's
it.
a 10.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine.
Was everybody else
This is why I
expecting him to
made the
fail at
face
that
I was
point?
9.
Was everyone else expecting him to fail him on that one damage?
It would have been beautiful.
Oh, I see why it did that. Okay. That was, yeah, he still made his saving throw, but the DC was supposed to be higher.
Okay.
I'll just have to remember to swap my spell DCs between.
You can set it
attacks.
for spells themselves as well.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
set. You can actually set
On
the
the spell
DC.
itself.
Okay.
That way,
then
if you have a spell from one thing,
Anyway.
that-
Okay,
Continue
let's
your
continue
action
on.
though.
Okay. So, next thing I am going to do is because I charged 50 feet,
Mhm.
that activates my charging lightning.
Mhm.
I am also swinging the sword of the chosen at him.
Mhm.
I am reckless attacking.
Mhm.
So, and I'm going two-handed.
Okay.
All right, that hits. Okay.
And then it's 16, 21, 24. Does that add? Does my barbarian rage attach
Adds to one
those?
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 24 damage total.
Okay.
Or 25 if you include the single hit.
I've already accounted for that. Okay, so 24. Right, so your blade, it cleaves down into him, almost cutting through his shoulder entirely. And he is still standing, but blood is trickling from his mouth. He is wobbling, and he is sneering at you.
Take him alive.
Right, is that it, Guess?
Yeah, that's all I can do. I just that was everything that sword can do at
So-
this time.
I'm just going to let you guys know before I do this real dickish thing. 1 hit HP.
Yep.
1 HP.
Then he's gonna point blank fireball himself, isn't he?
No, he looks at you and he just goes, "The divine flows through me," and he is going to heal himself for let's see, what is it? All right, that's a pool of d6s equal to your 1+ level. He is a level 6, so that's
Jesus.
7d6. But because of his familiar, that is maxed out for each die.
He has a familiar.
Oh yeah.
He had time. He would have had time to.
Nope, wrong dude.
Nope, that was the mage with Landor.
Yeah, that was the guy who fireballed you.
It's gonna be a really angry cat that suddenly pounces
Right,
Gifted.
so he is now up to 43 HP.
I guess the
Oh,
question
come
is,
on!
Aw.
can I like pour a healing potion on Gifted to heal her? Like,
Make it
It
rain.
will take up your action, but yes.
I know, but I don't have to make her drink it. Is basically. Can I just?
Technically, you're making her drink it, but I
Yes,
would let you
but-
do it as an action. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm pretty sure I can tell that she's
that
in
is
pretty bad
his
shape.
action,
Mm.
and then let's see. Yep, Corvus. Vroomp.
Oh wait,
Probably-
he needs to make his
Yeah.
Constitution save.
Yeah.
And
the
that
spell.
one's
Oh, yeah.
probably that one's
Oh,
higher.
he
That
than
might
one's
fail.
fail
hard.
this one. Yeah, he might fail this one. Let's give it a roll, and it's come on.
He failed.
Oh God!
So you see him pull his hand to try and flick this sphere back, and then it just fizzles out of existence.
Why does it fail?
Because
Yeah.
it's a 20. So it was 16 plus 5 plus
It's not the
3.
damage.
It's
half the
10
damage.
or half.
Oh, it's half
Oh,
damage.
it's half the
Oh, yeah,
damage,
so,
yeah.
so it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
shit.
so Corvus, dex save, please.
I have advantage because of light armor master.
You don't have that. You have.
I
the
do
dual-
have.
Oh,
no,
wait, that's right. You thought you had the dual
I
advantage.
thought I had the dual. I had the light armor. Yeah.
Wow, he's rolling terrible damage on these.
It's
Uh,
making
wow.
up for his
You fail still.
ungodly con saves.
Okay, so 7 damage.
Okay,
70.
belay my order. Kill the man. He's an ass. Also, Blackie, you really should save that potion until I actually go down.
Okay.
Right, Tarek, your turn.
We might need it to get somebody else back up.
Unfortunately, I can't do my original plan right now because someone decided to walk between me and him. So
Yeah, there's a
Ashley
line of
breath
sight
ain't
issues.
happening.
Yeah, there's people.
No, it's not line of sight issues.
Also, there's people
it's
behind
line
him.
of.
Effect.
Well, it's a 30-foot. I literally have the range right now to move, double
Also,
move, and Ashley to
I
move,
will
so.
tell this just to give you guys a reminder of rules and such. His familiar is hidden right now. Your passive is not picking it up. If you want to actually try and actively locate it, you got to declare your own.
Well, none of us know
We-
about it.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
none of us
is-
have
yeah.
any in-character
Yeah,
reason
so-
to think it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't even think.
Can
it's
we
got a
roll arcane as not an action,
I'd allow it.
say, on our turns or something?
Yeah, I'd allow it.
Okay.
Actually,
If you want to go just use, oh, hey, he seems to be getting a flow of power from something. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
okay, so he's get +2 AC.
Did that image ever? The image didn't link right. Okay.
The click on it did. Oh, okay, never mind. That thing you had us turn on, you had me really confused about my initiative. I'm like 2.14.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has +2 to AC against this attack because I have someone's between me and him. But I'm no longer disadvantaged at least.
Yep.
So.
Go ahead and roll it.
Good luck. Nice shot.
I hit. Okay.
Damage.
Okay.
And that is my
Your
action.
allies. Do you get things for allies being next to him for sneak attack?
Not. Oh, good question. Let me look at the sneak attack. So I just have basic.
Because dude is flanked hard.
Well,
Yeah.
flanking doesn't
It's not
affect on that.
No.
You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy is okay. So yes,
Yeah,
I actually
so
would get
roll
sneak
your
attack
sneak
on
attack.
that one. So
Ooh.
15 damage on that, and he has
Nice.
to make a
Save
DC
roll.
10 saving. Almost.
Just keep hitting him, and eventually he might fail.
Yep.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
This is where I expect it to end.
Yeah.
Okay, so first
Go
of all,
all
I'm going
kung fu
to
on his ass.
shift
Yep.
Yep.
Good.
and making no effort to really leave anything on the DS in place. We're just kicking stuff out of the way,
Oh.
and then punch.
Whoa.
Remember to send your advantage, John.
Oh yeah, right.
Right, so just roll that again normally.
Yeah, roll it again.
That's a hit.
Okay.
AC 13. You found it.
I am acting earlier blows on that, but I still have the offhand hit.
8, that's a hit.
4,
Okay.
and then 1, 2,
hit.
3, just to deal with all of them.
Whoa.
Yep. Okay, they all hit. 6 plus 8 plus 6. He's down. So you move up behind him as he's basically facing Cass and the others, and you just start laying into his back. And yeah, he crumples. He flops forward against you, in fact, Cass.
Damn kidney shots.
I don't know why, but I could actually see RG not even hitting him. She just sneaks up behind him, grabs one of the big old candelabras, and we just hear this ping.
Powerbomb.
Oh God, yeah.
We're out of minutes.
Break the sigil, whatever it is that's doing that to the mages, help, or doing that to the priests, help the priests.
Free them.
I'm going to rush over and is it like
Um,
just a like rune or
So once you get over there, you can see on the altar a very strange sigil drawn in blood, thick amounts of blood on the altar itself. Seems to have the traditional thing of magical circle keeping everything connected, and the
Destroy
energy seems to be pouring into it from.
Try it.
just wipe the blood away?
The blood is dried, but you could probably try and rub it away.
I just acid breath it. Acid breath is really tempting.
Oh, I was going to say Cass is just bringing her fists down on the altar.
It'd be really
Gonna punch a
thick
stone.
altar.
Yeah,
It's the altar.
she's going to go. I want to try and go full Hulk on this, just for fun. If you'd let me.
God.
Don't ask me.
No, I'm asking the rest of the group.
You can try, but I think Carrick should still try to wipe it away.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully,
If this fails,
not at the exact same moment that you're bringing your fist down.
Yeah.
So Ali, just strength or an attack.
I want an attack roll.
Okay.
Oh God, if you miss,
Kick?
this is gonna be hilarious.
I will kick it.
I
Or-
think it's a flat surface on top of the table, Toby.
It's on
so
top.
I
Yes.
don't think that will
Axe
really.
down.
Yeah.
Axe. Okay.
Sword.
Then I will use the sword.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay. Right, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
ooh.
Okay, so you bring your sword down, and you don't just scratch away the blood, which a slight break in the line would have been all that was needed. You do in fact crack the altar as well. It's not enough to make it explode into two or go all the way through, but you do see a sizable go through the top of it and a little bit down, and suddenly that magic that is happening around the priest just fizzles out.
Send to the priest, Corvus, as best you can.
Argy, or one of you fast ones, get outside and see.
Well, the Argy just kind of bounces over Cass and bolts down the laneway.
Okay.
Cass is actually stopping the rage at this point and not suffering any of the weird stall or panic attacks that she normally has.
How many priests are here?
There are a line of 6 priests. 2 are very, very clearly dead, desiccated husks. 2 of them look to be in very rough condition. The other 2 seem pretty fine.
Anything I can do, Corvus?
Cass, help me cut down some of these. Gifton, how you can heal? Yes.
Tap, 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 tap.
I guess that's what they call it.
I'm sorry if I'm going to be asking you to repeat something, but I want to make sure I understand. The way they're strung up with not chain? Or is it chain?
A couple of them have chain. Most of them do have rope. It looks like it was, hey, I need to just grab shit and tie these dudes up,
And roughly how high-ish?
Their feet are dangling perhaps a foot off the ground.
Okay, so not easy for a dwarf to cut.
Probably.
All right.
You could go for the little, really shoddily done wooden
Carrick,
things
can
that's
you help
supporting
me
them.
reach these guys?
Oh, what
Sure.
I'll do is I'll just throw the hand
Who's
axes.
telling the guards out front? I thought that somebody was.
I
RG's
ran off to
supposed to
do it.
go.
Okay.
I'm gonna Pull one of
Should
the
probably-
daggers and start. You said it was rope.
Oh God, found it! What? Oh my God. Okay. Right. That's
You
not
just
gonna
said
hit-
that's one of the.
That's not going to hit the rope.
We just missed then.
High or low, Faldir?
They're kind of attached to the person, so.
I should have been closer. I just didn't move the token, but.
Are you like standing at them and throwing it up at the rope, or are you?
That would have been the intention, is to be close to it.
Right.
Not
okay.
like literally right underneath. That would be bad for throwing, but
Closer.
Right. In that case,
short
you can be
distance.
close. You are still tossing an axe in their fake
Yeah.
direction, even if it's a better angle. I'm going to give you
Yeah.
a good percentile, high or low.
Low.
Okay. Right. 1 to 70, you're fine. Okay. The axe sails past and just sort of, it smashes the stained glass window.
You know what? Fuck him.
I'm gonna start cutting them down.
I just need someone to hold me up so I can hit him with the heel. That's all.
Oh, I
That's
thought
all.
you were trying to get
No,
me to
I'm
cut
not
him
trying
down.
to get him down. I was
in that
gonna
case,
start
yes, I'm
healing
picking
him.
you up then.
Cass
Sorry.
will hold up Gifton.
Oh, well, I asked Carrick, so I specifically asked Carrick, so Carrick will do it. Yeah, Carrick, if you take me over each one, I'm gonna do 2 lay on hands per person. Carrick takes me to, and there's 4 alive. You said.
Yes.
Yep, 4 alive.
All right,
These-
I'm giving them
these
very
two.
minimal, but it's something.
Okay.
Cause
Yeah, 2 of them clearly need a little bit more than the others, which it looks. Actually, anyone looking at these people, give me an Arcana check.
As a note, while I'm doing this, I had met. Crap.
I don't know.
I think it was
Turner?
Turner, the one who gave us the scroll. I met
You met
him.
Turner. Yeah.
Ooh, do I see him in this group?
Turner, it seems to be okay.
Okay, but he
he's
is
in
in the group then. Okay.
I would be phasing them, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one who hates magic.
Yeah.
Right, Corvus. It looks like the magic was feeding from person to person.
These started the ritual. These ended. These are not so bad off the other two, unfortunately.
Where do you want me to focus it then? Because
These two here, the ones in the middle.
All right, I'll do 4 and 4 then, and then I won't do the other 2 because I'm assuming that they're going to be okay.
They look like they'll be fine.
So I'll do 4 hit points to those 2, and then just suck it out. And by the way, Gifton is pretty much a wash of blood and burned.
If Corvus notices that, he's going to, as she's fluttering, or she's not fluttering, she doesn't fly.
I'm being carried around by Carrick. Carrick has got a handful of blood right now.
Carrick.
We'll have that in a second. Argy. You've run out to the guards. You can see they're still fighting. Maris is tossing what looks like it best be very basic bolts of arcane energy left and right. But the guards are holding line and even seem to be pushing the Goliath back. And Maris is even able to tear his attention away briefly as you come running out.
Priest is down. They'll stop the ritual, so there shouldn't be more. It's just what's left.
Let me check, and you hear some arcane mutterings under his breath, some hand wavings, and then he seems to just be sort of looking around the cityscape. And it's yes, I can't see anything.
But I will point out that
also-
when Archie got there, we could have looked up. Was there a portal above, or did that one close?
There was one above, yes, but he was wanting to see if anything was feeding from anywhere. So
Okay, there's two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Archie's actually going to look around and go, do you want a handout here?
if you can spare it, yes.
Okay, and Archie's just going to dive in.
Okay, you're just gonna start fighting.
Yeah.
For a second there, I thought you were going to run away to let us know, but make it look hilariously like, oh, you need a hand? Goodbye.
Why would RG do that when RG can just tap their little microphone thing and be like, hey, Thaldir, I'm going to help them out here. I told them.
Punch dudes.
I don't know why RG would do that,
Okay.
but certainly sounds like a thing RG could do.
All right, back to the little healing that's going on.
We should tie up the guy and maybe gag him and stuff. I don't know. Seems like a good idea.
Carrick, put
Yes.
her here. Hand her over.
Oh, I want to stay with Carrick.
Wow.
Carrick doesn't hate what I do.
Did you actually say that? Like,
Yeah, I want
in
to stay with
character?
Carrick. I want to stay with Carrick.
You heard the lady.
Fine.
Uh,
You're
rope.
just
Rope. Rope.
Gifton, come here. We're gonna see to you now.
But we should
Have-
tie the person up, and they're
That
still
will be
fighting
done.
outside.
Oh, that's string. That is not what I need.
I like string.
I've got rope, so okay,
That's
I'm
my
gonna
rope
go.
is string, so hand it
That
over.
will- That will be done, Gifton. This needs to be taken care of in case anything more happens.
Alright.
I will put
It's not gonna hurt,
Gifton down
is it?
because I have to because I need two hands to tie
Yeah.
the SOB
Oh,
up.
yeah.
And that's slight, right? Sleight of hand.
It's not going to hurt more than what it already does. It's going to sting, but it's not.
All over. It hurts all
Okay.
over.
Yep, you secure him, Carrick.
And I am going to, God, probably be tempted just to shove the leather armor I have in his mouth. And say, "Fuck
Cassiopeia, make sure that guy doesn't go anywhere.
it."
Corvus will
You know,
also...
fuck it. He's wearing a robe, right?
Yes.
Shame
Cutting-
him.
Jersey him?
Shame
Cutting-
him.
Cutting part of the robe off to make a
Oh.
gag
Oh,
in his mouth.
I was hoping you'd just tie it up above his head. You know, just put it
Yeah,
up a bit.
Jersey.
No, you see,
Get some
Carrick
punches
has
and
some
stuff.
class here.
Oh, by the way, now that we're out of combat, all of you roll me perception checks. Except you, Argy.
Yeah, I'm outside in the pit.
Woo!
20.
I will
Okay.
note that my bare minimum is 14 from passive, if that helps.
Yeah, no, I'm afraid not. But the 20s have it.
Not me. I'm 14.
The 20s have it.
Okay.
Gifted and I have 20.
Yes. So, you guys notice what seems to be a sort of glow coming up from basically all these little carved stone. You know how fucking ridiculously ornate stone church roofs are? They got all these little nooks and crannies. Up way above you guys, in one of those, seems to be a very odd sight. It looks like a ball of fire surrounded by a few rotating wheels and wings floating around it.
Ah, crap.
Ball of fire.
Any idea what it might be?
Rotating wheels.
I'm figuring
and
it's
wings.
all my knowledge is the same roll. So.
Religion, please. Oh,
Okay.
would that be the same?
Yeah, all my knowledges are 2s. So
Yeah, seems to be
Yes,
some
I'm
kind
back.
of cherub.
thing. Okay. What's it doing?
It just seems to be watching.
I'm doing a religion
Watching
check.
Okay.
us, watching something else.
So, Sam, it's a cherub, a very, very low form of angel,
Oh.
which tend to be used by those that have been granted great divine power
Mhm.
as familiars. Not quite familiar, but essentially the same role. Advisors, companions.
Knocking the
This
bow.
is normally reserved for saints and such things.
He is not a saint. Are you with him? Or are you with someone else?
Okay, when you shout that out, everybody except you, Gifton, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Can I administer healing first?
I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Oh.
go ahead and do your healing roll.
I'm assuming I'm a pass as well. We're not doing it.
Yeah, you're not there. You're fine.
Okay, I'm up 9 hit points. Is that right?
Saving?
Yeah.
Yeah, safe.
I'm a mummy now.
You are a mummy.
I was down
I-
to dos.
I will say that when he was doing the healing, no matter what that cherub thing was doing, He was re-looking at her arm.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's
Right.
got a lot of
roll me
sweat
your
and yucky on
concept,
them.
please.
Yeah. Boop.
Okay. Thankfully, you will pass. But what you hear is a ear-piercing noise, a horrible fucking constant flatline, not screeching, but just this noise.
Supernatural angel.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking agonizing. And then it cuts off. And Gifton, what you hear is watching him as the master decide.
Well, tell your master it's done. Can you help any of these people?
Give me an insight check at disadvantage.
Because she's a mummy.
I was gonna ask if like angels are known as always a good thing here, or if they're kind of like
You know them
go
as
both
always a
ways.
good thing, yeah.
Okay.
Like it's hard to tell because it's not even remotely humanoid form, but the movement of those little rings around it seems to show a bit as if considering, and then it winks out of existence.
Gifton frowns. I don't know who the master is, but apparently they were spying on this guy. Also, that was like a cherub of Talon?
I don't know if we know that.
Do we have any indication
Well,
on
I
that?
rolled a 20 on my religion, so...
There's no indication, but maybe assume. It's in a Talon church.
Is Talon represented by fire?
Nope.
No,
Well,
but
sort
I
of.
was
It's
actually
the forge.
the forge
But-
with the gears and everything, so I'm
But
just kind
cherubs are pretty
weird.
They're kind of I'm guessing they're. Do they out of character or I didn't do enough, but do we know what cherubs are? Is this like the idea of cherubs being a thing?
They are in religious scripture and so on.
Okay.
And they're basically the same across all religions. They are all the gods,
Okay.
Okay, I think it was... I'm kicking a wild guess. It's cherub of somebody. It usually was saints or somebody, and they said he was keeping an eye on this guy. But I asked him if he could help, but he just left. But he seemed pretty communicative. I mean, you guys heard what he said anyway, right?
No.
I have to have those bandages so
screeching.
tight.
It's so the wounds don't open back up.
I don't like this kind of healing.
It's
Is out of character. Alex, would Halloween be a thing in this world?
there is not a Halloween,
dress
however. God, I don't
think I know what a
so.
mummy is, if that's what you're
No, I was just saying, but you could have a great costume for whatever holiday. But
it's
there may be a fake festival that is trying to scare away the evil spirits that have masks and shit, but it's not going to be full on.
We should probably
Halloween
join
stuff.
in and help defend the town now.
Yes.
Thank you,
Cass is
Corvus. Your
going-
healing is really good. I'm sorry I don't like
Shouldn't
it
we
as much
get them
'cause it
down?
makes ow ow. We did well. I healed a
get
bunch of them.
everybody
I was hoping somebody'd cut them down.
okay, well, I was going to, but I was helping you,
Yeah,
so
you're
I got
helping me.
counted to that.
I mean, I could always climb up somebody and cut them down. So I don't
mean,
care.
I
I
imagine
can cut them
amongst
down.
all of you, you'll get them down.
Okay.
Yes. And that is where we're going to end the session.
Yeah.
Okay, you've congratulations, you've taken out one of the heads.
One.
Ooh.
It's a Hydra. Hell Hydra.
Fuck Hydra.
Oh, you're all pretty aware that the rest of the House Landor is still standing.
Yeah.
Not for much longer.
No, the house will stand quite well. Hopefully, I don't want that building to fall down on me.
Also, what is it if you fucks and keep leaving my NPCs alive? Really
Hey,
inconvenient.
I was
gotta
going
say.
for the kill.
See,
I
got
would have
denied
killed him,
by
but I
a good point.
kind of had a person stand between me and
I'm gonna
Acid.
say-
It's okay. I can use it.
I'm gonna say one thing that freaks me out and I don't know if it freaked anybody else out. Guys, there was screaming inside the Temple of Amor, and the freaking guy went in there, and nobody said shit. And I just sat there going, guys, I'm across town right now, and I'm having a conniption. What the hell?
I wasn't there.
I wanted to deal with it, but at the same time,
I love making you guys choose.
yeah.
Wait. I think I missed that.
As
probably.
as Fowler and such were heading off towards Talon, there was a bit of screaming from inside of him, or
I missed that.
Yeah, see, my character wasn't there, so
My
I ignored
my
it.
character wasn't there, and Carrick wasn't there. I was just sitting there staring at the people who were there, and I was like, damn it. Okay.
Everyone gets 250 XP.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
We are 5,370.
I'm closing off the recording.